very obvious that it was looking better.
Okay, boys and girls, here we go.
Let's go.
This is gonna be a fucking banger.
They've only won one
Not gonna
best
lie.
of 3
Not
out
gonna
of
lie.
10, and that was against 8 top
52,
teams.
51,
So
50.
yeah, we need to see an improvement right here, right
47,
now.
46.
And we're ready to go.
So once
We
again,
wanna do
enemy.
this. Simple on the
40%.
server, baby.
Yeah, Drax, you need to
It
reach out to the
definitely is.
tournament
You've been waiting
organizer.
a long time to see this one,
For
folks,
some of the
haven't
tournaments, you need to buy the
One
rights as well.
Game in
Most of them,
Counter-Strike
actually.
2.
But
Simple
Thunderpeak's
so
been
far,
very
and
generous
it's
to
best
us,
around
letting us
first
do this.
contact. Maka spotted
We
in
really
towards
appreciate
the
that.
canals. Of course, we are starting things off with the map pick of the French. As we said, only once we've seen Falcons take on 3D Max, right? Let's take our eyes off of
Raid
Simple
was
for
simple.
just 5 seconds. That was the DIM Rio close
Yeah,
qualifier,
of
right?
course,
That's
Major.
the end of August. Falcons were able to win that game. Nuke, which is the map pick of the Falcons in this series, was the only map that 3D Max was able to win. The other 2 maps were Anubis and Vertigo. The Anubis was a 13-11.
There's 3 on A
favor
and
of
1
the
close.
Falcons.
There's gonna be
Now we
4
see the
here.
pick into it. Definitely gonna be an
Oh,
exciting
they're gonna
one.
go into A. They're gonna
Now,
go
though,
right
feels
into
like
the
it's gonna
stack.
be an A split and it's already
Aye,
in play.
aye, aye.
Oh, Lucky though,
Lucky
he's
Luke.
set up, and Madden and Dupree are removed instantly. Lucky has got so much.
That's a sick
control
round
of
from,
Pillow, and
from
he's
Lucky.
gonna
Yeah,
get a
Lucky.
third as well. It is all down to Magic.
Yeah,
Trying
my
to
friend,
make
like
a way,
someone
but
for 17
guess
months,
what?
man.
There's a bit of a flash in play as well. And Ecstasy will help out Lucky for that last. 3D Max starting clean on CT.
Gonna try to update Linus.
Everyone's going to be talking about the Falcons.
10,
Everyone
9,
will want
8,
to have their eyes set on
7,
Simple. And
6,
for the Falcons,
no,
for
5.
3D Max, this is
No?
a great
Try again.
opportunity, right? A team that
I'll do it like this then.
missed out on qualifying for the
53,
next season
52,
of VPL when we know how
51,
important it is
50,
for that group
49.
of players.
48.
No.
You get to
No, we
play
should be on the
against
same.
all those names. You get to play against Simple.
Good question,
Major,
HR, because Falcons are really good at
close
it.
qualifier from a month and a half ago. And of course, you know how high the price
Sam,
is
good.
here.
How are you, man?
There's
Good
no point
seeing
in
you,
me
brother.
telling you. $850,000. So for a team like 3D
They're
Max,
actually
I mean,
buying
for
without the
every
plant
single
there. I
team
wonder
in
what
the
they're
world,
gonna
this
try
is
to
a whole
do.
lot of money.
Yeah.
RPN, my friend, thank you so much for winning
especially
9 months. I said, I
For
think
one
so
of
much
those teams that
17
has
good
been
looking.
on the prowl to try and break into the tier 1.5/tier 1 scene, play a little bit more consistently.
And
LAN
that's,
tournaments.
and that's kind of the reason why I've actually picked 3D Max to win this game. But we'll
Sure.
get back to our predictions in a little bit.
Imposter?
Exercise.
Peter?
Camera, and it's not started
Peter
well.
Imposter.
Free. Team kill on Madden as they line
Ghost.
up 2 much.
Yeah.
And all 5 alive. That was
Yeah,
a
my friend, thank you so much,
force
17
fight
months,
for
man.
Falcons. It's not like it's an eco for the round 3 AK. So
Hey, Ika.
3D Max is going to be gifted the 3-0 opening here. Look at that.
Peter
Dupree went for the
Imposter.
shot on Madden and through Madden, and unfortunately he was too low to take it.
Yeah, and it's a great start for Lucky, by the way. He's on 7-0. One of the, actually the only 3D Max player that has any tier 1 experience. We're talking about
Yeah, the really good guy.
Lineup, Lucky being part of G2 back in 2018.
Quest, I
2019,
simply is on
was
loan
part of
for
the tier
3
1
months, I
circuit
believe,
for a
but
little
I
bit.
would
Of course,
expect it to be
this is just
permanent
gonna be Nico,
after.
so a bit of a moment to actually focus on some Counter-Strike history. You know,
Yeah, Aerial, a
officially
small
today,
one,
we can
-1
say
of
that
Falcons.
Mages,
Don't ask why.
Dupree and Sonic are the only 2 players and a coach, obviously.
It's gonna be
that
hard
have
map.
played with all the, well, most of the greats. We're talking about Device, Zywo, and Simple. So
I wonder if Simple
pretty
is a
much
bit
anyone bar
nervous.
Nico.
I mean,
I know, pretty
I mean, he
crazy,
has a
that,
lot
isn't
of
it?
experience, but it's
But you know,
a combat game,
obviously,
right?
the Simple situation will dominate conversation, and deservedly so. But as you rightly
I
mentioned,
mean,
3D Max are
it
looking
depends
to
what we
take
get
that
to see here.
Next level, and they've obviously been a team as a 5 core for a lot longer, and it's a 4 core especially. When they added Gravity, obviously, I actually thought that was a really perfect decision, and it has worked out that way at the moment, I would say. Definitely improved 3D Max's individual level, and he's been a really important factor for them in recent tournaments, trying to break through to that level. And as you, I think as Freddie rightly mentioned in the pre-game on our desk, right? I mean, 3D Max is a organization.
0-3.
They've been allowed to look for offers, the players, I believe. Could even be representing a different org for the RMR, and if they don't re-sign, like, lots of conversation about that. But
Yeah,
it's
lots of
exciting for
conversation
them.
about this lineup as well, though, right? You're looking
Yeah,
at,
so good.
you're looking at not only Simple.
Boys
By
and
the
girls,
way,
don't
early
miss
on, we
out.
see the tactical
After this
timeout.
map,
This is
we're
what
doing
I
a
like
giveaway.
to
Just
see.
write
You
win in
can
chat
tell that
to
obviously
win wherever
Simple's
this
gonna
lands
be a
on.
lot
We
more
have a play
involved in
2,
the
Dragon
conversation,
King,
and
Bowie
I feel like
Knife,
this is
Broken
one of the
Fang
things that
Gloves.
he's gonna be able to
Whatever
bring to
lands
the
on
table
is
for
yours.
this
It's
Falcons
totally free. You can
lineup,
do this after
bar
every single
just
map
good
during
numbers on the
the
AVP,
whole
which
day.
obviously is something that
Let's hope
was
they win
brought
today,
in
Uxa.
when talking about S1MPLE'S. It didn't feel like he was playing badly in the last couple of events for the Falcons. You're looking at his performance at EPL, even I am Rio.
Simple with the
S1MPLE'S
Galil.
didn't have bad events, right? But when you're talking about probably the input that Simple is going to have ideas-wise,
Yeah, I mean,
make everyone
kinda
around himself feel more
I mean, he
comfortable.
did one with a
Then you
loss
can see the
to.
difference.
They're getting
See, it's a
effed
slow
up.
start, can't you? They look cold, and 3D Max look warm. Exorcist has got all three with the MP9, for goodness sake. When they tried to
This is
take
GG.
aim control.
Yeah.
And you know, I just had a feeling coming into this that we could see something along these lines. It's very
This is
early
GG.
days, but we shall see. how
We
it
get to see
progresses.
S1MPLE.
Sompel.
You answer back. Madden is forced forward
Godmother.
by the fire and flames, and Lucky will take that one.
Hey,
every
don't look
day
at me
of the
with
week.
some.
It's Dupree, 10 HP. He's creeping towards the captain of
And
3D
Lucky was
Max.
on a
He'll
small
take
bet.
that one comfortably.
Yeah.
And the first gun round goes the way of the French.
Is it about time to start talking about 3D Max's Anubis a little bit more and
Oh,
involve
sick
them
by
in the
exercise.
conversation as well? 'Cause those first
That's
couple
why
rounds
Yellow
have
is
been a
one likes
complete
him so
lockdown.
much.
Maybe we
No,
could
no,
have
no,
overlooked
again.
the pistol round, maybe the anti-force, maybe the anti.
Good morning,
That's the
Logge.
first
Oi,
time
man.
round, and they made it look easy. That was a triple
The
kill.
return
from
of the
an
Kong.
MP9. Falcons try and get ahead of the smoke. Absolutely and completely denied. And this is, I guess,
No,
obviously
we said,
something
I
that
just did it
numbers
because
are not
Cossack
gonna
did.
show us
You don't
much
listen,
because of
brother.
some of
Yes.
the results
I just
during
wanted
that
something
IM
fun to
real
have on the
close
map.
qualifier when it comes down to the Anubis from 3D Max. But
Yeah.
this has been their results at ESL Pro League, right? Out of the 4 times they played it, you're talking about
Send
Mongo,
that.
GT Bird,
0-5.
and the Mongols
Hello?
again. They were able to take down both Spirit and G2 on this map. And let's not forget, the highest amount of rounds that a team out of those that they beat took against them was G2, and that was 10. It wasn't even OT, it wasn't even 11. 3D Max know how to play Anubis as a tier 1 team is pretty much the bottom line.
What
of all
did
of
you do,
this.
Henke?
Again, we're having
You
a
know, my friend, thanks so
conversation
much for
about
7
individuals.
months, man.
It
Oh,
shouldn't
damn, thank you
get
so much for
overlooked, the fact
21.
that
I'm
3D
good.
Max
How are
as
you,
a team
man?
has been together for much longer, and
Hey, then.
you are expecting them to be playing cleaner, more fundamental Counter-Strike. Individuals, though, quite good in the server.
Yeah,
This round is
Illuminati,
what you're
I agree
relying
with
on,
that.
Especially with a high buy like this one, Madden, on the Hero AK, already getting an opening, but you'll need a little bit more.
Yeah, Jocko already removing Simple on the scout, playing toward that E-box position. Molotov will actually force him forward and could just get triple swung
Get
here.
that.
He absolutely will. It's
Look at
Dupree
Maka
to get
Masterclass
the
now.
But now Maka, you know, he can deliver in these positions, and he's doing it again. Exorcist is flanked as well, which means Dupree is stuck. 3D Max, keep on.
Yeah,
trucking.
Demirugan.
Yeah, you make very good points
Jesus,
with that as
imagine
well.
having
In his
Simple in your
Falcons
fantasy,
form,
right?
it's not all, like, obviously we're making it about Simple because it deserves to be the talking point, but the whole core, with S1MPLE'S even, you rightly say that he didn't have bad form at all. I hope S1MPLE'S lands on his feet on a different team after this change.
You
But
know, Simple has a
it's
Brazilian
ridiculous
shirt on. You know what that
that
means
they
for the
got
stats,
farmed
right?
by Red Canids in Pro League and only beat Atox. Like, it's
What does it mean, Emil?
absolutely insane
I mean,
results
you'll have to figure that out yourself.
yeah, we need to see a lot more from the whole team. And of course, I don't think one player to join a new roster in Simple, I don't think anyone would have as much cultural impact to bring in 30,000 viewers into a game as a new pickup. So you want to see something good
Okay,
from him. And so
Peter.
far, it's not been great. But Dupree, the man with the most major titles of all time,
Have been
opening
sight.
2 in this round finally.
Look
to
at
get
Magis playing like
Falcons
Varran.
advantage, and Magisk will confirm that as well on Exorcist. It's a 5v2.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is still going to be one of the main conversations as well when you're talking about the Falcons, right? I feel like roles have been discussed heavily when it comes down to this team.
I
Obviously,
think you know what Falcons
Simple is
need at the
bringing in,
moment.
who he's replacing.
They
He's
need
still
a
going to be
Taz.
the opener. There's no
Taz
questions
pep
there.
talk.
Yeah.
One of the other main
Guys,
talking points always
we need
has
to
been
win
who's the
some
big
rounds.
star of this Falcons team, right? Because obviously S1MPLE'S was playing really well.
Hey, Fresh,
But
how
you're
are you,
not
man?
looking at him and thinking he can put on, he can have the same weight in the team as someone like Simpo, someone like Zaiwu could, someone like Device could back in the day. So you're talking about maybe the lack of an X factor, which obviously you're trying to bring in now with Simple, but
Hey, Matt, my friend, how are you, man?
Dupree is probably the one.
Do you believe,
alongside Madden as
Cossack?
well, that should be able to bring in a lot of those numbers, especially if we're talking about the way that things have been just distributed in terms of the CT sides. Madden and Dupree being given a lot more freedom. T side wise, of course,
Right.
Dupree being the main aggressor.
Osmond, that's correct.
We're gonna check this out.
His
Lovely
best friend
double
was
opening, and
Farsta
Mage is
Roger.
able to lock down the rotation, so nothing too complicated here.
Andersson.
Of course, it's a matter of a different.
Slaughterhouse
We're
Andersson
just
at
gonna
the
be able
moment.
to walk out, be like that, and find a double. But you know what? If he does,
Yeah, Lapazzo, like,
you're not gonna complain
I had
if
some
you're on Falcons side,
expectations as
especially
well.
when you were down
Simple as
0-5.
is at 6 ADR.
Is that
So he hit a
replicable?
bullet.
That is the question. Simple, he's got the AWP out, and the Observer...
Yes, better. We're watching NP here on Wednesday.
already
Correct.
trying to hold the angle
Tompa
towards
with
mid.
AWP.
Now, a very small factor, right? I mean, we know he's been out of competitive play for a while, but I think in history, he only has 12 professional Anubises on record. I mean, obviously, it doesn't mean a huge amount because he plays it a lot in pugs, like he doesn't understand the map, but you know, it is a very small number. Some of that, as you rightly pointed out to me earlier, was with the NPL lineup on Na'Vi. Some was with the international lineup before they picked up Wonderful.
Yeah, it makes you understand how long it's been. Really,
It does,
it makes you remember when my
Congrats,
proudest memories
Gat.
of
Hey,
Waterloo
Willem.
are the Paris major with MPL.
Yes, Ruski, correct. Simple is still on loan.
Crazy.
3 months over there.
Fantastic
Look at
start
this
to Switch Max
utility, I
there.
love
Very
this.
assertive. This is how you play CT Anubis these days. You play as assertive as you can, proactive as you can, getting information around the map, try and take A main, go for a peek toward B, go for these E-box picks. Playing a bit more defensive this time though, but he's missed a big shot. It's a double setup into the E-box position.
he actually wins that one.
Snappy,
He
great
chokes it.
reaction. Jocko should have taken that one.
Simple, first frag!
Will
Woo!
take Magic's
Gets
very
raided.
simple. He's got his opening on Lucky, and Snappy will find Maka as well. They've got a 3 versus 2, but Snappy walking wounded. That's a huge kill from Madden.
The bomb though.
Yeah,
Simple
Lol.
bomb when
No,
he
no,
has
no.
towards A
Bomb.
main, so
19 seconds.
delay things a little bit, and low HP on Snappy and Madden. A lot of steps being made. They weren't.
They have to go away.
That
Hello?
reposition from Exorcist. He's made that one doable for sure. Now the question
Are you
is,
gonna make
they
it?
gonna overthink this? Doesn't feel like
Yeah,
it though.
maybe.
Straight up sprint in towards the B bomb side.
Yep.
Bomb will go
I got
down,
it.
but you can put all that you've got on the fact that Exorcist will give this one a go. 4K in the back.
Calculated.
Yeah.
This is not too bad. Question is, does he want to drop down Con, give away his position, or risk it, waste a lot of time and go around the world and towards main? If he goes main, he's just probably playing to lock it down, and yeah, I feel like he's called it off already. It's just going to be a save. He's going to try and get a couple guns out of their hands, but
Yeah,
nothing
Cossack,
more than it.
exactly.
Yeah, it's a boring option, but it makes
Werner.
sense, right? You want to deny as many players alive as possible for Falcons early game.
Werner,
here
you
to
fucking
limit
king.
Their economy.
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's not the first time we
Well
see
played
that
round by
from
Falcons
Falcons.
on
You
the
remember,
end
it was
there,
also on
right? So
Anubis
across the map at
when
the right
somebody
timing.
dropped the bomb to the guy on site and he
getting
couldn't
that
find
kill.
it and lost the round.
Deep
Who
CT
was that
fire.
versus?
are we going to get to
I
see
don't
a replay of the
remember.
game?
That was a
the
fucking
question.
fiesta,
gonna be
that's
some,
for
Yeah.
sure.
some cultural impact right there. There it is. That's what you tune in, folks. You wanted to see simple kills with an AVP. There you go. There's the first one. Write that down. Clip it. Send it to a friend. Share it on social media.
Okay, Rava.
Most normal kill of all time, yet we're
It
raving
doesn't
about
matter.
it.
No,
but,
no, absolutely not. You know what? You know what? When Cristiano Ronaldo scored goals in front of an empty goal, no one cared. A goal is a goal. A kill is a kill.
Yeah, fair enough. That's the,
Put some respect on his name.
that's
Yeah,
a decent
we said, you know
analogy,
who's
actually.
doing
I
that? It's
respect that
Werner.
one. Anyway.
Yeah, like this is his
looks
comeback.
like Snappy
Hey,
is
like
looking
us.
to
Yeah,
flash
comeback
Magic
game.
into
1-6,
A main.
first
Control
map
across the
for
map
him.
is something that Falcons have struggled to get in the openings here, but
No,
got two on
Maniac.
the board now and are
Unfortunately,
limiting
not.
that CT economy. They've got one more buy, of course, 3D Max, and a little bit left over on Lucky and Gravity. They're building into the game.
Yeah, just holding the line for now. This time a bit of a slower default, and on the minimap we can once again see how to
HeatoN
trying to
is
work
really
all
strong.
towards the B-bomb
Yes.
side, and once again getting
Why are
that
you not
opening.
streaming, Werner?
Gravity's gonna go down, but this time Dupree doesn't go for more. He's gonna
Is it
slow it down,
siesta
maybe
today?
to even more aggression. This is working out perfectly right
Nice,
now
man.
for the Dane.
Ooh.
And there goes the support from Madden.
Have info.
Just Lucky on the site, and
Just
he's been
need to
tagged
group
down
now.
to 39 now. I think Madden, he knows where he is, and Lucky's actually got away towards CT.
Well,
now,
Wolfik
but
is 1-6. Rough start,
he's got
to say the
40
least.
seconds to figure this one out in a 4v2. Should be no worries unless Exorcist
That
can cut
timing.
off multiple at once. Oh my word, he just crossed bridge, and Simple didn't see it, but thankfully Magisk did. Lucky will probably not be going anywhere near this one. So once again,
I didn't know that,
Dupree
thank you. Lol.
really taking the initiative outside those B smokes, playing
I had
these
no idea.
angles around the main position.
Yes. Hashtag believe, boys.
Another multi-kill from him. And as you rightly mentioned, he's the one that's been a little bit quieter lately. So a good performance from him will go a long way to help Falcons form as a whole. And they will now close the gap to 2.
Yeah, it's fair to say, by the way, I think S1MPLE'S, you're probably looking at that
Yes,
as
to the moon,
only other
Cat.
really solid piece individually, and I say really solid. The only other piece that has been shown
Unlucky.
a couple good times, right? You're trying to remember the Blast Fall final performance from the Falcons. Obviously, the fact that they lost to Navi, they lost to FaZe.
Yeah, Valle, you also
We're
have
talking
Simple in your
about
fantasy.
That FaZe game, though, that was the most
I think it feels
competitive
really
one we've
good.
seen, and probably the best Counter-Strike we've seen from the Falcons in a long time. Madden had a 38-27 tension and 27-11 on the CT side. So you can, and Madden, I think, never has been a question whether he's got the
girls,
individual skill and the mechanics.
Don't forget, keyword is wheel. When wherever this lands on, rolling after the map.
Server. It's just the fact that
Just
he's
right
taken
wheel.
a lot of
Yes,
control
Marty,
labor roles on the
masterclass.
team, but
Oh, they're actually
if you have
4?
him, if
No,
you
this
have
is
Dupree
Summer
bringing in the
sorry.
impact, and make no mistake about it, Dupree is the reason that Falcons have won 2 of the
Yeah,
3
Valle,
rounds
I
that
took
they
him
have
as
on that
well.
East side simply by
Yeah,
his
Cat.
solo ventures into
I mean,
towards
but that's because of Sompel.
that B lobby. So yeah, if you
No
have
problem.
Falcons
Peter
performing
won
well,
the game.
Yes,
then the picture
Peter
could be
has
quite
already won
different
it.
in terms of the results.
Oh, look
Gold
at that
snappy,
fragger.
gold snappy.
The Mach 10, it baits in Magist for the trade on Gravity as well. That's handy. Of course, this is a bit of an eco for 3 Max, but you can easily fall foul of some of these SMGs, and Lucky's here with the M4
Oh,
now.
so
Simply
bad.
gets
Echo
the
Cobra.
Mach 10, actually dropping the AWP to go for the kill with the Mach 10, smartly realizing that's the situation. He needs to use
Varan,
extra bonus money as
I
well.
don't want to be that
So
guy,
the
but if you look at your stats,
Starper.
oh, inte ens en
The
läggning
information on Maka pushing
on
further deep as well,
S-Portal.
gets a
You
tag
have
on Maka, I believe.
0.6 KD. Or on the face
He'll
it,
fall
sorry.
back with his team now.
Yeah.
Have control of B. Obviously,
Not
in that
gonna
last
lie.
round as well, I say it's Dupree putting in a lot of work outside that B lobby position, like we both spoken about, but
0.67 KD.
And you have like 31 hours or 51 hours the past 30 days on
Can
stream.
work if you're lucky, but I think that time it was more of sort of a guess, and they went one by one. They didn't necessarily go together with that flash into B main. So Maka's found that AK. He'll try and save
mean,
it.
Cossack, you were way back,
Save for the
right?
Second round in a row. He's 10-2 Lucky actually thus far. Falcons are now
Do you really,
growing
Werner?
into the best of 3.
Do you really?
Yeah, I think this is the right way to put it as well. You're going into it. The start was a little bit slow. You dropped the pistol round, you dropped the conversions, you dropped the first spy round as well.
Game
when
on
you try to
then.
get ahead of
Simple
that
doubling
spot
his frags
towards the
this
bomb
map,
site, you
this
just got
round.
completely
Really
shut down
sick.
by an MP9. On
Not
the back of a
every
couple
round
good
you can do
plays from
that.
Dupree and towards the B bomb side. Oh, it feels like
För
everyone
mig,
else
jag
is
såg bara
starting
för
to
9
wake
months,
up a little
man.
bit more for the Falcons, and you might in the
I
end of the day
mean,
see
Werner,
a bit more of a competitive
did you
showing
though?
on map
On
number
the
1,
10-hour
of course.
stream?
We are starting things off with the map pick of the Frenchman, and you're still talking about
Wasn't
five
it
rounds
Max?
on the
It's his
side of
comeback
it,
vessel.
right? So even if Falcons were on paper to win every single round until the end of that half, we would still probably give the favorite position to 3D Max to pick it up in the second half.
Yes, Cossack.
It's all about how the Falcons win the rounds until the end if they're able to. We're going to see the first tactical timeout now for 3D Max. Money allows for them to go for it. Another reinvestment.
Varan, can I ask you something? How come your mod that's always modding your chat has a full-time job as well? It has a lot more hours than you. No, last month.
Feels like we're in the final boss of like a dungeon raider game or something.
Yeah, Quesai, we're probably seeing
I mean,
Simple,
if you're-
Nico,
if you're
etc.
3D
and
Max,
probably some more
not
superstar
form-wise
player in
recency-wise,
Falcons next
but
year.
you are against all the final bosses that you can hope for.
Exactly. Yoko, only 1 kill on the board thus far. That was against Simple, but he's going to be looking to improve. He can often be the X factor.
We're talking
for
about
the
Bill
Max
Sun,
roster
Werner.
at this level. When he has a
Not
good
the
game, he can just take
Is that
over
today,
a
isn't
map.
it? Isn't that in the end of this week, 25th to 27?
Well, certainly, so far, Exorcist and Lucky
What date is it now? It's 21st, right?
on the top
Yeah,
of the
so
board.
it's on Friday.
Again, Falcons have been trying to just spread
Yeah,
around play.
yeah. So
as
the
many
tournament's
defaults as
overlapping a
possible.
bit. Hello.
Potentially, one of the conversations before the start of this was we try and keep it simple because obviously, no pun intended, by the way, because obviously they didn't have the time to practice as much.
Yeah.
You're probably talking about
Please,
2 to
Sompel.
3 weeks.
We need you for
since they
fantasy,
announced
brother.
Simple joining the team, and obviously they haven't played a single official, so keeping it
Exercise.
as
Hey,
casual,
Sompel dois.
simplified as possible, just spread around, rely on the communication and the players to find the kills. to be the way to go, and so far it has been working out for some of them. At least
Snappy
you're
should
finding
have
the
had that one.
refrags.
Yeah, Magisk has been doing really good work in this round, but
Nice,
caught
nice.
Simple,
Welcome,
I think,
brother.
in the corner of mid, and his right-click nade could just expose Madden to the elements, and there we go. He's been spotted out. Lucky realizes what's up. He gets
No,
both.
Rava.
What a game from
All
Lucky. thus
knowing
far.
Yellow is one said he doesn't get
Magic's
nervous.
hard work might go unrewarded in this one. He's the only one to get the 2 kills in the round, and I think that opening kill that comes through for 3D Max really relaxed them, it felt like. When even
Oh,
though
really?
Magic
He
was
said
getting
that,
those
Rava, yeah.
trades,
Well,
when they blew up on the
I don't
smoke
think
hit
Wisdom would
E-box
agree.
and Snappy
Doesn't
couldn't
get nervous
convert.
according to him.
That was the big one.
Yeah,
And just trying
definitely.
to stay alive.
Had a good round. Of course, holding on to his AK-47. Not gonna change all that much. They would have had the money to buy in the next round regardless. But yeah, 3D Max 6 rounds already on the CT side of Anubis is looking really strong. And Magisk with a lovely opening in towards the A-bomb side, but great defense in towards B. Lucky finding a good spot, jumping over the smoke and finishing off his work through it. First tactical timeout for the Falcons as well.
Put on the sunglasses
Or
or
second,
something.
actually, sorry. But an opportunity for Zonic come into the conversation once again.
Imagine Wisdom
As we
playing
said,
CS with Baron
A
right
lot
now.
of
The
cohesion
magical
when you're
utility
talking
god
about
with
Sonic,
his
obviously,
flashes.
Magisk indie breeders,
He will
all
be
of
so
this
wide.
there, but now he spent a little bit of time with Snappy and Madden on the same team too, so communication level was gonna
Yeah,
be
Cossack, it's really, really good, honestly.
as high as you
You
want
will
it.
see.
Yeah.
You will see. You're probably
You
getting
know,
it
I
this
think
week.
legitimate conversation, of course, now with how Zonic has kind of really not done much with these incredible
really,
names
really
on
good.
Falcons over the last
Best
year or
shadow
so.
is, honestly.
That, you know, Blade is the
it's
GOAT,
really
and I'm
good.
one of those people
Hey,
who does
Bunnies.
say, you know, Blade is the GOAT for me. For what he's done with Navi in 2 separate projects, you know, with his international one.
Peter.
But obviously that's a conversation for another day.
You
because
did
Mac
wake up
has
and
gone
choose
aggressive.
violence today.
Thank you, my friend. That's what I want to do. Maka goes aggressive, deals with Dupree. Ecstasy looks like he's ready for this. Utility in, but realizes what's up. We'll get all of his utility down to protect from this A push. It's a good counter flash as well.
Can't
They're
go
stuck
through
behind the
this.
smoke and they don't know whether they want to
It's
go
really
or
good
not.
counter utility.
Yeah, that's an A anchor.
Haven't seen that,
masterclass there
Westside.
from Exorcist. It's a great example, by
Good,
the way, of how you
Bunnies.
just
How are you,
stop
man?
the play with only the utility, only the good timings, only the right decisions.
Yeah, Loba and Simple. I love that
Oh.
duo.
Right on top of Simple, and Mage is gonna do
That's a
a whole
sick
lot of
name.
damage, especially to the one with the open hand. Falcons though don't really have a lot of presence elsewhere on the map. They still gotta play A.
Well, the volley will force out Ecstasy slow. A good flash assist from Madden to make that almost a guarantee, and Mac has missed an all-important
Goes
shot,
down.
but Lucky is here to help. Simple will go down.
2-8.
Quick trade, keeps it in a 3v3, and the
Yeah,
bomb
he's
can go
struggling.
down. There's a nice deep camera smoke in
Imagine
play as
having
well.
him in
Lock
your
off
fantasy.
the
Yeah,
match,
that would be
Rotation's
really
actually gonna
bad.
Come through all the way through Canal. Madden's gonna have to be
They
very
made a
ready for
masterclass
this
now.
double flank coming in here because Snappy is in a
Banning
position where
weapons
it's
swapping.
kind of no man's land. If Madden goes down, he's going looking, and Jocko
Oh.
will find the kill. That's the big one. And Snappy does have to move. He will move toward Heaven, but dies to gravity. And Magisk is in also
Yeah.
no man's land. There's
Same
nothing you
here,
can do
Rama.
about that. 3D Max get at least a lead on the half.
Yeah, now you're starting to feel like you're losing a grip of this map, aren't you? Right? You're already looking at 7 rounds on the CT side, potentially even 8. At least you get a bomb plan, but this hold on to the bomb side
That's
was
a rough
absolutely
start for our beloved
necessary
Simple. Boys and
there for
girls,
the Falcons.
Yeah.
after this map,
They have to
and
win it.
after every
They
map the whole
absolutely
day,
have to.
just write
The
win and
action
chat
was
win
good
competition.
enough.
We have
They
player
slowed it
2,
down
Bowie
properly.
knife,
They reaggressed
Rocket
once
Fan gloves,
again,
whatever
didn't
lands
panic,
on is
didn't
yours.
make
Got some
any
drinks, t-shirts, hoodie,
risky
beautiful
decisions.
skins. Just write win.
Just
If
could've
you're like
won a
winner
couple
mode, we'll
vital
tag you
fights
in this
towards
under
the end there
tripping
on the
and
hold.
get skip.
Really well played. Gravity
sweet.
planned his life, waiting for his teammates towards end main to make first point of contact, and then ready for the reaction as well from Snappy.
Nice Soppel.
That's nice
Comeback.
and simple. Best kill of the game from him thus far, without a doubt. That's his counterpart. Maka going down, and a reface is risky from 3D Max, but you can understand why. If you let a T-Sod on Anubis get a 5 versus 4 and keep
That
it,
was a sick frag.
always
Lot
hard
to
to
left.
recover. And Madden will deal with Ecstasy. It's going to be down to Lucky in mid, and now he's got 2 bullets left in the M4. And he needs to somehow smoke himself and get a
Sompel?
reload, but Simple's
Sompel.
ready.
There you go.
He's taking gravity.
Hello, Sompel?
Simple hasn't seen him, or needs a teammate to help, and there we go. Madden was in position. Simple gets his first multi-kill of his return, and Falcons
Confirmed
should be
Cossack.
guaranteed 5.
And you can instantly see how he gets that multi-kill, starts charging forward with the AVP, might even get a triple here. Players spotted out, shot baited out, knife out, and it's Madden.
Yep.
To make sure that Simple does
Doubling
not
the
go
kills
down,
again,
there
Robert,
goes the
that's
first
true.
Double. There
That's
goes
very
the
true.
impact. There goes the round in favor of the Falcons as they get
Elon,
5 on that T
they
side. I'm
published
still
some
not
more, but
necessarily
yeah,
sure you're going to be
like
overly
the famous
excited about
one.
this, though.
No.
You're talking about the big
Well,
picture.
Weinberg, that's the thing with Simple.
Of
He
course, Maddox
like
does manage to
he
find the double there.
shakes a lot
It's
when he
nice to see
plays.
him hitting some good
He
shots,
always
but
did.
in
Production.
terms of
Production's
yeah.
got the memo today, haven't they? Like,
no, you know what? I don't want to blame them. Even when I want to talk about and give a little bit of praise to 3D Max for actually getting 7 rounds on the
No,
CT
no,
side.
Red One. He's
This is
far
the first
from it.
Simple double kill we've seen in a long time. So
Yeah, listen, I appreciate production's always on point for the Thunderpick events, even the qualifiers.
Well,
as
important
as the
pistol,
finals,
that's for
so,
sure.
Yeah, great to see
Pushing ahead.
each kill almost from Simple's camera POV as well.
yeah, you know what's the crazy
Good
part about it?
position.
Lucky's 13-4, and we've seen more replays of Simple's 4-8.
You're absolutely right.
Yoko.
Three will regress and deal with Jocko. Oh, a great counter flash though. That's gonna be really
I like the
awkward.
cams, though.
Exes will
Yeah.
deal with Snappy, Dupree, Gooshed down to 2. And the answer back from the French is immediate. Simple's gonna have to go aggressive, and Ecstasy deals with it. That's clean. And this pistol, as you rightly said, with Falcons only mustering 2 on that T side, could go a long way. Magic is the only healthy member remaining, and he's going to be smoked off now. There's no path back.
No, absolutely not. Lucky
Lucky
makes
shot.
out a double.
Lucky shot,
15
yes.
and 4 for him, and yeah, of course, we're even gonna look at the body, man. Come on. No matter what happens, we're already looking at this at Simple. Always, only camera, dead body, opening kills, double kills. It doesn't matter. Even if he fails an 8, we're probably gonna watch the replay of it. That's just how it goes.
I know.
Yeah,
It's
Sampa, it
It's
is.
just so funny, dude.
I'm a
Like, I
bit
love
tired,
the
brother.
Counter-Strike community just for their wildness. Like, 2 kills. He's back, guys. We're so back. And he dies without
he
getting a
dies.
kill.
Oh, Jesus.
Washed,
How do you
washed.
turn that
Our
off?
goat is washed. Nah,
I
it's
don't know.
honestly adds to the comedy of the situation. Chat, I see you.
What did you do
Yeah,
yesterday,
we
brother?
see you. We rate you. We love you. Unless when you think that we have control of when the game starts. Yeah, I don't love you then.
Jocko's gonna
The rest
drop
of the
his way
time.
through with the Mac 10, taking control of A main already. Resmoke will come through. It is a force buy from Falcons immediately after losing the pistol. They have a couple of resmokes left on Simple. He'll use his now, and Dupree still got his, but pretty Max
Over-rotating
know if they
towards
can
A.
remove this force buy, that 10-5 is almost
it's not a bad
guaranteed,
call,
and they're
but-
well on their way to opening that lead. Nice little setup, actually, for Magic and Snappy playing together. And
We're actually gonna go into this.
not ready for that. Refrap
Okay.
flash into the angle. That's superb. That's Simple's flash.
I'm making it work.
And Snappy, another one with the 5-7. And
God,
suddenly
Snappy.
Lucky.
Yeah, he's so
having an
strong.
insane game,
Okay,
but all
boy.
alone.
Snappy has
What
doubled the
happened
kills
has
as
been
Simple.
So far. You just have to.
Sorry.
Does
find the
that
final
mean
pieces
that
and
His
Snappy
double
is-
is,
the right
yeah,
places
that's
and find the final
confirmed.
pieces. I
I took
Lucky
Snappy
up.
as my star player in the
Just put him
fantasy,
down.
obviously.
Yeah,
That's
multi-fragger,
simple
right?
as
Playing
bottom of the
fantastically,
scoreboard.
but
Surely.
I think
Yeah.
the
Kiss
moment
my
that
friend,
you
thanks
see
so much
what
to
type of
yourself a year,
situation you're
brother.
in,
An
you just
amazing
decide
year
to save,
together.
right? You're looking at the smoke, you're looking at the flash, you have an AK, you have the
Yeah,
armor,
it's
you know
insane,
you're going to be
Kozak.
forced to go for an investment in the next round. You just give it away, and you concede. Falcons, they've picked it up, and this is all on Snappy, Magisk, and the great support work.
He was really good back in Anzilu.
Flash
He
that
struggled
Simple
so
had
much
actually
in
proved to be
Falcons.
Critical. A warm
Oh.
embrace
I know,
of death.
remember.
Oh. Kiss me, big boy.
That's a bit NSFW, maybe. But
That was... Did you see the left hand as well? He
Yeah,
had him
that
by the
was-
waist and everything.
that was cheeky.
Yeah.
Here's the flash, by the way. We'll see it come through in a second. There we go. That just destroys everything.
Kozak
for
doesn't speak
3D Max, and they're
Swedish.
trying to keep
Hey,
hold
got
of their
that.
name.
See, it was shame for Simple. Yes, Heb. Sorry, Kozak. Sorry.
Yeah. We hope that everything's gonna be alright, of course, and I just realized we're having that epic music for the technical timeouts as well, not only for the tactical timeouts, but yeah, we're having that conversation.
Yes,
Obviously,
Dennis,
going
I do.
into this
How do I
game,
turn it off?
If you're the Falcons, into this entire tournament as well, because you get to play one more game today, and yeah, guys, you heard that right. They get to play If they win, they play again. If they lose, they play again later today. It doesn't make a difference, but this entire tournament I feel like is quite important. As we said, get as many reps as possible before the RMR starts, before the fight for the major starts. And if you're gonna have that rusty moment of a couple officials where Simple's not able to really feel the game, you'd rather have it before you wanna try and do as much as you want at the major.
Peter Rasmussen.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong,
Get
right?
it
Like,
off the bat as early as possible.
don't get me wrong, I want to see it as much as the next guy, but
Pretty
it's
bad,
just not
Soros.
reality that Simple could come into this game and drop 30. Like,
Oh no, you know what? I'm gonna be optimistic about it. I'll say we're gonna see 30 bomb from him. Well, not 30, 25 bomb from him at least once in the group stage.
okay. No, fair enough. That's a decent prediction. I respect that one. And of course,
Completely
winning that
delusional.
fourth
I'll
deserve
die by
that.
it though.
fair enough. I mean, I will admit I predicted 3D Max for
Thank
this
you,
game,
brother.
so we
Can you
shall
remind
see.
me after this map?
Obviously, that 4-spy win for Falcons
Yeah,
is
this would be
huge.
awesome.
To get a handle hold on the CT side. Economically, Snappy actually keeping the Mac 10, which is pretty crazy. But they
Gracias.
want to keep
Gracias.
as much money in hand as possible. I've got a little bit of utility left, but it's a bit dangerous. Snappy, that is bold with the Mac 10, but he's helped out with some damage from Simple, and you know what? It actually gets the kill for him. Worth.
That's
Now,
gonna be a
Manning
good
on the
name.
side with Khalil, 35
was
minutes to
really sick.
use, and Lucky down already. Dupree is
Get
here
the
to help out.
Rasmussen.
He's not even shown his hand yet. This should be a comfortable hold for these two Falcons
Snappy.
players. They're getting pinched from the other side, even though Snappy goes down.
Nice, boys. Come back, Cossack.
Comfortable. 4 alive for Falcons.
What?
Gap is 1 once again.
You know
What are you
This
saying,
is really
Dennis?
solid. Madden gets a double. Mages, Snappy, Dupree get 1 each.
Yes, I agree.
Against that four spot.
I
But
totally
now
agree,
you're probably
Lil.
gonna get to level things up against Eagle. This is not looking too bad for the Falcons. And if you're a Falcons fan or just a fan of Counter-Strike, you want or Simple, you're tuning into this
I think it's
you're-
probably the
you're
TeamSpeak
hoping for
server
them
though.
to win, then you probably are going to be looking and putting a lot
I
of
had this issue the
lot
other
of
day as well.
trust in those
Should be
CT
back
sides,
soon.
right? Because you're looking at all the individuals that should know
Okay,
how to make the
Sompel.
right decisions.
Give
Obviously,
No,
you're
he's
talking
not
about
on. He's
so
on the
much
wrong side.
experience and raw skill. CT side is where if you have clear communication and people are able to hit their shots, then you could be able to get away with something. Obviously,
You have to remember, Cossack, I'm a very old man.
But so far, so good. Dupree with a nice little triple, had a couple good.
Boys and girls,
skill
don't
rounds
miss
in the
out.
first
After
half,
this map,
especially
we're rolling this
towards that
bad boy. All
B-bomb
you have to do
side.
is right
When
wheel
it
if
came
you want to
down
win a
the
free
early
knife or
buy
free
rounds,
gloves
Falcons
or
were
play
picking up.
through, Dragon King,
It's not looking too
Traitor,
bad.
Collision.
Level game.
Just right wheel in
30
chat.
max will have the
Draw a
good
lucky
start in the
winner,
next.
totally
Falcons
free.
at least giving them a good fight.
Mod will tag you in the center trade link if you win it.
One is probably the most you can
Is it
possibly
still
hope for
lagging?
there if you are 3D
No,
Max.
good now. Nilo, pros for TS
All the
is
ecos
that
go the way
it's
of the big
taking
site
a lot of
players.
less CPU power, so when you're playing you
Need
get
a
more
full
FPS,
gun
that's why the
round
pros
here.
are
Still a
using
couple
it.
of Galils in play for Jocko next to Six
Better
to afford
for
full
talking
utility.
as well
Yeah.
while playing, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
Dupree playing that E-box role, just jiggle peeking to see if someone's holding that angle, perhaps with an AWP, perhaps.
Like, what are your opinion about the
Scouts.
keychains? I think they're horrible.
Is wandering up right now.
I don't know,
Can
to be
down
honest.
timing. That Molotov actually will force them away. It will be heard very much, of course, by Jocko that they've had to move away from that
Weird
position.
thing.
And Dupree
Yeah, Blends,
taking
I think
some
it's so
damage down to
irritating.
52
Yeah.
already. Simple has rotated in to help toward B. Does seem like Simple is very much sort of the rotator. In
Yeah,
this
Nilo.
role
Like,
on
they
the
don't
CT
have
side
enough.
Thus far. He's floating around mid, around A, and will come and help B if necessary.
Yeah, this is what you expect from the Opera as well on the CT side of Anubis, right? You just
Yeah,
give
like
him a lot of
FM, I
freedom if
like
he's on
things
the
like
rifle.
that, but I'm not gonna rock it myself
probably
because I
gonna
think
be the
it's
guy
like disturbing the vision when you play,
bomb
right?
sites when you want to stack somewhere.
Oh,
he's
yes,
gonna be
Nato,
the first one to
Ventrilo.
rotate early on, by the way.
You wanna
Something
know a little
interesting to
side
point out,
note,
Pretty
yes,
Max
Nato?
did
Back
put
in the days
a little bit of
when I
util
was
to try and
decent
control
at the
map.
game,
We've seen a pretty passive
we
default
didn't
from them
use
as well,
Ventrilo
trying to
either
force
because
those
it was like a
Falcons players out
2-3
of
second
positions,
delay
obviously,
on
with
this.
such
We
connector, but then allowing them
screamed
to
out
go
all the
back in. They have only two flashes,
communications
a
because
Molotov,
there was no
and
other
two
way for
smokes
us to
left.
communicate.
Now
It's really
Joko
weird.
picks up an opening though, so the lack of Uto is probably not going to come into play that much, but still, yet to make a decision.
Yeah, same here,
and
Kosa.
by the looks of
I
things,
totally
it's going
agree.
to be an A play, but the Falcons are not reading properly into it. They're rotating a third player in towards B.
Oh, this is going to be awkward
This
for
is gonna
Magic
be
to
rough
deal
for
with main
Marius.
and camera at once. This is borderline impossible. He needs two.
Yeah,
and
that's
you know what?
beautiful.
He's got to. Fair play.
Snap, God
He gets
snappy,
the
God
decision.
snappy!
Oh,
He's so
fouled.
good.
So strong.
That's huge.
Strongest
All
player alive.
Individuals showing up for Falcons when necessary in a situation which
Yep.
seems totally
God,
unlikely.
I'm telling you, God
Snappy will
Snappy.
even get the last as well. He set himself up for Simple to trade, but Snappy does it all himself. a big grin on Simple's face as Falcons edge into the lead.
I mean, how can you not be smiling about it? You just read the situation.
I think Yellow is one
I
went
don't wanna say
AFK,
early, but it
Cossack.
wasn't the right call, right? It's a 50-50.
Yeah,
You
look,
rotate that
Snappy's
third
playing
player
great,
towards the B bomb
honestly.
side. 3D played a perfect round of Counter-Strike. And
But
then
did,
Mages
yeah, exactly.
pulls off
Didn't you
that
guys hear
double
that?
kill.
That Simple
They were
is in
just
game
jumping
leading and
through
Snap
the
is the new
smoke.
star
On
player
the
now.
left and right hand side, he gets both of them. This is absolutely crazy. And then
Rain,
Snappy
rain,
with a lovely
rain.
double himself.
Rain, boys. I mean, the dates, Red Ones, says in the chat that it needs to be after that amount. I mean, after that.
Yeah, I think
After
he's
that,
got it. I
date.
think he's anchor rolls,
You
man.
can
I
check
think
up
he's
there.
brilliant. And Snappy, I mean,
It's in
one of
the
the big
giveaway
question
thing.
marks about him has been his individual level, and that's the sort of kills we need to see from him. Important late round kills to turn the round in the favor of your team. That's been big work from him. And just goes aggressive, even against the lower purchase here. He'll get one.
Good position in cave.
Fire,
They're gonna lose this.
place, and that means the tech
Oh my
knife
God.
compensa. Oh,
That's
no.
really
Jocko
sloppy.
has
Yep,
found both
extremely
Madden and
sloppy.
Dupree. And the utility kind of catching Falcons off guard badly there.
Saving surely.
Yeah, the bomb site just collapsed, right?
Really, Cossack?
Okay, let us know, Cossack. Don't leave us hanging.
Yeah,
Shadows, my
please.
friend. Thank you so much for 8 months, man.
Please, Cossack.
Realized probably they were gonna be tested.
I
by
mean,
pistols,
one is
felt under a
Spinks.
little bit of pressure, started walking away. So you're thinking, okay, they're just gonna deploy that defensive utility and
And one is
fall
messy.
back. Matt
Has to
probably
be.
didn't realize there was a possibility of a
So
player
it's
just
from,
pushing through the
yeah,
smoke
it's from
towards
the
connection,
2nd of
right? He
October,
was
so
making
you're
a
all
lot of
golden
noise
to join
looking
that one.
towards
then.
It felt like he was thinking about it and he was gonna cover it, but then takes the left turn. The back of Dupree completely exposed towards Con, so a little bit discombobulated in towards that B bomb side there for the
don't block.
Falcons. Will cost them a round, and that's a half by that they lose. And of course,
It has to be
we are
Spinks and
gonna
messy.
get our eyes on the man that had
Right,
the
Cossack?
most to do with this previous round.
Yeah,
did
it's
it
so
all.
awkward, right? I mean, it's not just
think they're
Snappy's kill
benching
here,
Cyber.
like that one's really
yes,
frustrating for
not
Snappy,
even
he's got
top
the
10,
utility
right?
drawn, but
It's
it
just the
got-
Joko double.
All
Yeah,
big
they got
say.
pulled away from E-Box, right? And Jocko just pinches while the main
I
players
mean,
push. It's
Then they're
awkward,
obviously
and it
not
looks
getting
it
benched,
too.
then they're leaving, right?
Very evident. And the tap
no,
I
comes
mean,
in
Messi
for
getting
Falcons.
benched can of course happen.
Yeah.
They had a very good start to the CT side, so we do
But
need to
Spinks has
Falcons?
been
subtle
looking
as they have money
for other
to
teams for a long time.
still.
Yeah. Also, we're probably
Yeah.
anticipating to see Mages back on the cameras as well, but another tactical timeout, as we said. This is not even the map pick of the Falcons. It's going
So,
really interesting.
who is Spinks replacing?
Moving into Nuke.
And
What
who
can
is
we
replacing
actually
Spinks, Cossack?
expect out of it, right? Because Freddy and Alan made a point. The last time
This
we
is
saw
map
Falcons
one,
play
Nico.
3D Max, it's the only best of 3 that they played against each other. It was a Nuke, and it was a 13-3 win for 3D Max. Now, that's a given. It was on the
map one,
26th of
Timothy.
August, so that's quite a while ago. But last time they played it, Falcons got only 3 rounds on
We
the
have
CT side.
Nuke and
Yeah.
Dust 2
That's
coming
not
up.
good for Nuke.
Yes,
That is
that's
not
strong,
good.
correct.
Simple checking the boost in mid with Snappy's help, being a little bit more
They are
assertive
starting
in
to
mid in
see
this
deep
round,
also.
getting some bullets through that slightly deeper smoke. That boost about to come into play. Simple trying to spam that down. Molotov will ward him away from trying that. He'll throw his utility to Snappy.
Good name.
Play close
Huh?
door for
Looks like we
now.
can do a lot
3D Max are definitely coming his way. He's had no action last few rounds, been forced to save.
I mean,
He's
he's
out,
off.
zoned
He's
him.
off.
Yeah.
Should have
Sometimes when you hold
definitely
angle,
had that one.
sometimes in online CS,
Simple doesn't
Snappy
miss
needs to
that.
deliver.
Oh, the lineup.
That was really
Almost
sick
like
damage.
even more, but Magic is here
Oh, he
toward
gets the one on A
pinch
as
is
well.
Really good, and he'll get another on Ecstasies, recovering the round. Only 4 HP to spare, but lucky.
Sorry, Nilo.
Got 50 seconds to figure this one out.
And he is the man that should want for the job right now. 18 and 7.
the
Drop
problem,
not
right?
going to be hurt. Dupree's rotated all the way in towards deep tempo. CT spawn. So
This is very
we'll
doable.
get that.
Yeah,
back.
I think
Thanks so much
But
for
I think
your
it's
time.
gonna
Yeah, I
win
think
this.
it's
that
gonna
would
win
be
this
for
as
the
well.
Frenchman up against the X Vitality, X Astralis duo of Dupree and Mages. Low HP for Mages. Dupree has to be the one to do the heavy lifting. Molotov in hand for him. They don't have a smoke. At least they have the 2 kids. It's all about whether
Have a
Lucky's going to be able
barbacoa
to
grenade.
isolate those fights.
Yeah,
Though. When you want to
problem
play
is
this
we're
one
gonna-
together,
going to
Mages
place
is
it.
so low.
Yeah. Dupree's got the incendiary. That could be all important. Obviously, Magisk will
see
go
him?
first to try and get intel on where Lucky is playing from. But hang on,
Go,
Lucky's
no.
trying the opening kill. Thank you,
yeah.
He doesn't even need
Lucky
it.
round.
Easy as pie for Lucky, and that could be huge for the complexion of this T half for 3D Max. Oh, Falcons, that was not an easy one, but you felt like it was so awkward as soon as Dupree went down first.
Yeah, it's going to leave a bit of a mark though, right? Because once again, you feel like there's nothing more that Mages could do in towards that A-bomb side. Once again, he's so bloody solid on those anchor positions and in those situations to get a multi-kill, but Lucky just played it to perfection.
Most likely.
Let the low HP player walk away.
No, rather
Takes the fight against the high HP first, and the moment that he
I mean,
gets
that Tech 9 round was so crucial.
The gunfight I'm talking about, the HE probably would have finished him off, so either way wins the round. And now they start this one off with
Simple.
Boost. Snappy
One more.
That's good, huh?
unprepared, but Simple. Ready to pick up one. At least is going to make Maka slow things down for a while.
It's actually a really important trade.
Map 1.
Keep it in a 4v4. As you rightly said, the economy is
a lot of
the issue when you lose around
that kind
like
of stuff in
everyone
here.
Going down, Lucky
Yeah,
with
I
a
really
great
hate
play.
that
Lucky
humor.
saying, what about me, guys?
Yeah, same.
20 and 7 and doing the most work for my
You know what
team
the
right
best
now.
part playing CS
Will
again
re-molly
is?
E-box and move back
All the
behind
phaser
site.
players
Lucky
getting
is
tilted.
outside main right now.
When
That's
losing
much
versus
better.
old man.
Actually, we get himself
Yeah.
slightly lucky to get that information, but he needs to
And
worry
they're
about
calling you
E-box. We know what
boomer and
he's done
stuff
really
and getting
well to get
really
one.
Yeah.
There is a
I
quick
mean,
rotation
imagine
second
losing to
to
that.
play. It's a 3 versus 3, and Maka is still lurking around in
Ooh,
mid.
he didn't
Simple's
see
done
him.
really
Oh,
well
the
to
gap.
find Lucky
Oh, no.
actually in that CT position, but hang
Oh
on,
no!
Madden
Madden
has
didn't
not
see him.
seen that flank like you said. So Maka is actually choosing to go behind Temple though, so that might mean he doesn't have much say in this one.
I think he
And
does.
it still could be possible because I don't think Simple and Madden will check it. Simple's going to have to clear Plat very closely. There is a player there that is Exorcist, and there's the kill on Madden. It's awkward. Kit on the ground in front of Simple, and he'll go down to Exorcist as well. Madden is too late here. Needs a transfer. Use the pistol. Not going to make it happen.
This is
Exercise,
rough.
yeah.
Another, and the French keep winning all the close rounds.
Yeah, clutch after clutch
But
after clutch.
I
No,
think
Rosenberg.
Spinks wants.
And you can see
I
the game go.
think
They know what they're doing
Spinks
right
wants
now.
to
They're
leave
stealing the
because
spotlight away from Simple's debut back.
he doesn't get to play the way he wants to
Those
play, I
rounds
guess.
have been
Like the
absolutely
rollers and
ludicrous,
such.
and this time, Simple couldn't really do more about it, right? Gets that refrac in towards middle rotation to shut down another one in towards B. But it's Exorcist with all the goods. 17 and 14, 20.
Yeah, done.
for
Linus.
They're
It's
just popping
Spinks,
off
yes.
right
Oh, yeah, done.
Ark, my friend,
now.
thank
They
you so much for
really
11
wanna steal the
months,
show
man.
away.
Lister, he's on loan for 3
By the end of
months,
the
but
game,
I'm
it looks
guessing
like
it's gonna be
Falcons were
permanent.
getting their
if we can get
handle
back in
getting
shape.
involved. 3D Max have won the 2 big clutches, 1v2 and 2v3. Simple down to an XM in this round.
Yeah, på
Hopefully the best
gradient,
gun in the game.
masterclass.
I jest, of course, but
Sure.
I do love the XM.
Yeah.
Ah,
I
he's
was
so
waiting to
clean.
hear the pun on that one before I judged.
Oh, Snappy!
Snappy. So strong.
God.
Okay.
Snappy will actually manage to get that kill, sort of hiding his body
Gets
toward
it.
the A main position, but Jocko is up with Dupree. It has to be the XM, and Jocko is clean.
Yeah, we'll have to take a talk with him afterwards.
Yeah,
One
you
more
need to
bullet
teach
if it
him.
was allowed to be
Tell
him
fired,
out.
it would have got it. But
Tell him
not
out.
to be. And 3D Max are creeping
Nah,
now
I mean, of
toward
course
this
not.
finish line on Anubis.
Kinda looks like it, Rosenbergs.
Yeah, you're
Hey, by
talking
this
about
Oj, man.
all the maps that Simple has not played in the last year.
Sonic
While on the other
Masterclass,
side, you have a
Joe.
team that's played 250 maps in just 6 months. This is not
Yeah.
even the entirety of
What's that?
2024, and you can clearly tell that the reps are making the difference right now. 3D Max, yeah, they've been able to pick up the clutches, but all in all,
There
you
you
can
go.
clearly tell that the game
Oi,
plan
man.
has been figured out quietly decently. Looking like the more solid of the two sides team-wise, and Mages can
Nah,
now be
Vainis, I was
forced
streaming
to
today.
hold on
Are
to
you?
the AK and the MP9.
Hey,
It's
please.
gonna
Oi,
be a
man.
long way back, even though it's just 3 rounds, and
I
you know
think he
that
would get some good offers,
Falcons
but
could always bring.
No,
back
listen,
a
he's
game
struggling,
like this,
brother.
especially
He's
with
struggling.
The amount of name value on the team.
nice playing this
I don't
stuff.
think 3D Max are going to make it easy for them.
3D Max have come into this one, of course, especially motivated, without a doubt, knowing the situation. Knowing
Hey, Oban. Oi, my friend.
what's on the line, really, with how the groups are played out, of course.
I don't know, Rosenberg, but
match, then you get a winners match
like
to get
some,
through, then a
some
decider
good
match if
teams. I
necessary.
mean, it's hard to say exactly,
Sure.
but
And we
I
have a
would
bit of a
expect
switch
him
up in
to.
this group, right?
I mean,
We have last
considering
second,
the track
Unpaid
record, players leaving NRP
pulled out
have
of the
when
tournament,
going to other team, Alex
announcing
B
that they're
and
not playing
Roland,
with Harden
etc.
anymore, announcing that obviously Jacob wouldn't be able to make it home in time to play the official, so we got OG stepping in as the last second replacement, and I actually feel like this makes the group even more dangerous. Because you're having
For sure,
OG
Crystal.
team that hasn't had a lot of
Yeah,
success,
ex-Carpens
but,
guy, good call,
has a lot
Berta.
to prove, and I think they're going to be hungry for it, of course.
And don't miss out, after this map we're doing a sticky way, just write Will in the chat to win the competition. We have some gloves, knives, beautiful skins, whatever lands on is yours. You have the whole list here. Just write Will in the chat if you want to win. It's totally free.
OG, of course, will be playing with Mikey, if I'm not mistaken.
I'll be doing this
Very
very
exciting. He's a player that I've touted for a while, coming from the Czech scene.
Coming out of Unity, qualified for the RMR with him.
Good morning, Slime.
Exactly. I think he's a great young player to keep an eye on in the
Yes,
tier
that's
2
what
space.
we are.
Right. This is it for 3D Max. Can they get it over the line? Mid-control util, deep molly in play.
Yeah, imagine taking simple in your fantasy.
Taking it, and this is already super hard for Falcons, right? When you let a T side get mid-control, they can choose
good
whatever they
setup
want,
here.
and they're going straight in toward A.
Not good aim,
Plenty
though.
of players here, but Simple can't track Jocko.
Oh.
Thankfully, Snappy's delivering, and the bomb is dropped on the side.
Images
Yeah,
there
very
as well.
good.
Exorcist. Seeing a couple really good
There
moments.
is some
from him
good,
so
man.
far.
Really
This
good
one has
singing
to be
against him,
special,
man.
though. Of course, he's got the support of Maka in towards middle with the AVP, but might be blindsided by Matt at any moment now.
Barbacoa, they're beating.
Rifle's
This is
gonna be
like
alone for a
doable.
little while. Maka spots out the first one, misses the shot though, and in the meantime,
nice,
he loses
Oban.
his teammate.
Yeah,
Right on the
Rosenberg,
shoulders
they're
of
in
the IGL
negotiations
the
with a lot
timing
of
is not good
teams
for him.
about the future.
Still
I'm
alive,
not
though,
sure
but
what
he's
they ended
just
up with, though.
being pinched by so many different angles. It's so difficult.
No,
to
scroll
look for a
the
fight
Yellow
right
is
now.
one.
He's
The
just being toyed with.
all-knowing
There
eye
goes one.
said
Quick
Simple doesn't
command
get
and will
nervous.
Take him down. So the Falcons, they stay alive in this one. Two more. There
Nice
might be a
it is.
little bit more to that Anubis. They're still fighting for OT.
Extra round, still very much possible. Happy does so well here. This is a tough angle with the MP9. Look at him just bursting away there. That is not easy. You know, if you're running and gunning with the MP9 close range, you know, that's when the gun can feel easy. But when you're got a
I mean,
angle to play
he
on,
did
you can
write
only
this,
see
though,
chests
earlier on
and
the day.
heads, and you can't commit to a spray.
Yeah, I see
Go
that.
for the bursts. That's when it's difficult. He does really well. Fair play to Snappy. He's second behind.
Kozak,
Magic
do you believe
on
in
the
comeback?
scoreboard right now?
Gravity, once again, walking out middle and taking middle control has been a high
Well played,
priority in the
Oliver.
last couple of rounds for 3D Max. Once again, not really been given too big of a fight. Snappy
Not to be the one with
spotting
some,
on the
but you
picture
really
angle. Of
call
course,
them
that's what you do. You
experts.
just spot them out, you deploy that Molotov, and then play it a little bit more passively. And then you have that rotation. They look to want to disrespect it though. Flash goes through, and Mages gets flashed into oblivion.
Oh, it's a sick
Snappy
flash
good
from
for
Maka.
one. But that's going to be about it. The A-bomb side has been lost.
Yeah, I don't think you can get yourself back into this one, I'm afraid. They're obviously going to have to give it a go.
Really,
There's a kit
Ice.
on Dupree.
Legend.
And they do have decent util. It's going to be down to whether Dupree can get this kill.
Yeah,
on
I
the
heard it
flank here.
with some.
Showed his position.
I was like, nah.
Maka flash again. I mean, Maka's utilities are
Flash, that is
spot
from
on.
Maka. That is
Yeah.
insane.
Really well
Gives
played.
the kill
Okay,
almost
my
for
friend, it's
free.
almost 10
Simple
months, man.
Madness so stuck here. Are really not sure what they can do from this position. 2 versus 4.
Simple clutch.
In
Just
goes
kidding.
Now,
Did him?
about
goes Madden,
Maka.
They will go.
So yeah, jumping into map number 2, I am not overly optimistic, but if you have to look for the bright side
Volume
of
good,
things
boys and girls?
with the Falcons, then we gotta follow up on what Freddie and Alan were saying on the desk.
No,
Rangers
Grog Seb.
did
He
not
played
have a
pretty
bad
bad, not gonna lie.
map.
Hopefully it's a
Quite the
change here.
opposite, Same for Snappy.
Falcons needs
Yeah,
a good
definitely some
start
good
here.
signs there.
Yeah.
It's the
Going towards
core
Ram.
for
Jocko is
Falcons,
alone
I
with
think,
the
one of the
USB.
most important things to
I
kind of get
think we
them
will
back
see
in
a third,
form.
to be honest.
We're going for an aggressive play
Hope so.
toward ramp as Nuke gets underway on the pistol.
It's a clone.
Jocko, gooshed. He has to be forced away.
No, Angel,
Does
I have
open
not,
up path down
unfortunately.
toward B. We'll very likely get a plant here in a 5v5, maybe even a 5 versus 4. So good signs here.
Look, they
Gravity
have one flash for Lucky. He needs to
double
use it
door
long here
position.
for this retake.
Ultra angle, awkward to fight from there. He's
Oh,
got
they're
access
leaving
to peek off of his
Marcus
contact,
alone.
which is the main thing. You can tell they're kind of
Alright.
communicating that between the two right now. and
That's
that
a
smoke
smart
could be
smoke,
pretty
though.
helpful.
Yeah,
S1MPLE'S.
most definitely could. Simple finds one in the meantime, though. Pit 250 into the action. May just put another one. A quick exchange, and by the looks of things, first round will go in the end of the day in favor of the Falcons. It's May just quit a triple, and there you get it. There you have it, Falcons.
Random guy, 100% Mouse. Mouse is the best academy team and talent provider team in the world in my book.
Smile. Can't. Oh, look at a lovely third shot on Mako as well with that PC50. And you know, you're absolutely right in many ways, right? Like, I can make jokes that are somewhat serious about what would have happened if they had some bias, but
well, that's a contender definitely. But if you look at, I mean, obviously the talents they have right now, but if you look during the last like 4 or 5 years, Mouse have been outstanding. That's Lund did really bad first map.
Obviously, you're not expecting someone coming back into the fold to drop 30 straight off the bat.
It would make sense on Identifieds, honestly. It would make sense.
So we shall see. It's a good start to Nuke, but there's a force buy in position here for 3D Max.
Yeah, absolutely. We're waiting for the timing. Flash goes in, and it's perfect.
Well, that's rough. Welcome back.
Just go down in an instant. You didn't win the best round just to drop the second one without getting a single.
Yeah.
Bio,
exercise looks exactly like Pontus console.
Max Nuke. Yeah, this is a bit of a disaster.
From the joy of the pistol to that, the fact that you don't get one kill is wild. And the MP9s go.
Macca utility again.
The Molotovs in position then, and they pinch with the lobby crunch. 3D Max's favorite breakfast cereal in that round.
Hey Boris, my friend.
Wow.
Well, Oliver, simple was simple. That's for sure. Yeah, Macca is a fucking awesome player, Wizard. Not only very good mechanically, such a good. I mean, his calling as well. It's.
Unfortunately.
And also utility. He's such a tier 1 player.
Pistols,
really good tier 1 player in my book.
4 Tigos, a Tech 9. You're hoping for the best.
Yeah, she
Another
through that.
crunch coming in. And Mages should be a dead man walking. You will be. For 3D
yeah, exactly, Winston. He's an amazing player.
The big picture from here on out. And again, the conversation you're going to have when you have Anubis and Nuke into the Vita right now, it's about how much
I highly doubt that NMP will do better, though.
Get to actually being all on the same page and playing the type of Counter-Strike that 3D Max is. Because you're looking at 3D Max. Yeah, there was a couple nice clutches, a couple good plays from the individuals on that map number 1. But all in all, as Alan said, and I think that's a pretty valid point, all of them are going to be on the same page. All of them are going to be making the same decisions pretty much. And you know that the rounds that they're going for are going to be really well communicated, really well trained, really well drilled. Doesn't matter how you want to explain it. 3D Max are going to be playing fundamentally probably a lot more of a correct type of Counter-Strike.
Yes, random.
Than the Falcons, especially when you're talking about the first official from the Falcons. But yeah, hello to you as well.
That was actually pretty sick.
Madden made his way all the way around ramp there, but Jocko had significant control into the lobby. Macca actually does well to take that trade, considering he was pretty much a couple of bullets from death. Now Falcons just need to make sure they don't die after the time here. That's a lovely shot from Dupree, but no, 8 seconds. He needs to get to the site right now, and Simple needs to die, and he will. Make sure he gets that lost bonus, because if he died after time, it would have been a big issue on a round
like that. Can you put a picture
in
one shot?
In the end, some nice shots, but only
no, they're not scrolled.
And you know, you're absolutely spot on about 3D
Max.
Right? They've been, as I kind of said at one point during match 1, they have been a unit for so long. Like Gravity, sure, is the newest addition, but even that addition has been in the roster for a while now. He's been doing really well.
Yeah.
Every single player knows what they need to do. Like, it's sort of you're together long enough.
Well, Sorokungen needs a really good timeout there.
Angles can almost be sort of communicated telepathically between them at this point. It's not something that lots of things don't need to be communicated. So that's just where they're at right now. And obviously Falcons are not at that stage.
Oh, that's sick for
a while. Jocko throws util and actually loses his life and an M4, but this is a full eco, so there should still be no issues for the French.
You want to know something weird, though? I just saw on the other computer that Pontus Jansson jumped into CS2 at the same time as the first map started.
When you're talking
no
about
bait.
Fuiko on the T side, and also it's not the same as the conversation that we could have had on.
No, honestly.
Right? The Falcons have a slow start on
the
T
Guts
side.
just went just when the first game started. I thought of that, but I didn't say.
When the map is
maybe to my friend.
on Anubis, you get a 0-5 deficit on the T side
him playing here.
of Nuke. It's not as bad, nearly as half as bad as on Anubis, for sure. Yeah, especially in a round like this one, you're probably just looking at the financial outcome. You're hoping that by one rifle, you're going to be able to get at least one more out of the hands of the Frenchman.
I do appreciate what Falcons are doing here. They haven't just like rushed in with the Glocks and tried to get the M4 to trade. They're actually
you want to bait out the Uto.
Exactly. You
Go
down.
Please.
And you want to make 3D Max guess. Like, it was still a weird world in which this M4 could get one, maybe another 2 trades, and the round could be really interesting. There's a dink on Ecstasy's, but that smoke's really good. Magix does get his kill, but he's tagged down really low now. I think Ecstasy's knows what he's doing. There is one bomb dropped on the side. Very calm tapping.
Get him simple.
Maka will help out for the last. Lovely quad kill
Wizard.
from Ecstasy's. And a big grin will make him feel very good. And they'll win the economic battle early game.
Yeah, without a doubt, one of the, at least aim-wise, pure mechanics, most potent players on the side of 3D Max, by the way, and it has been for a long time.
Yeah.
They cancelled that project, right? To play like simple one.
He switched through every single position in every single role that he could have played in the server, bar being an Ober, by the way. He's played star positions on CT, anchor positions. He's been...
Why? I mean, didn't they like invest a lot of time and resources into it?
He's done it all. We know he's an incredibly versatile player that you can just put in every single position around the map, and he's going to be good for it.
Yep. Taking that AUG Sing as well. Not something we see as much in the modern day, but still very viable, especially on Nuke in long ranges. Didn't even need it for the long ranges that time. Falcon's first gun round is just a very plain and simple outside smokes down towards Secret, but the combination of Maka and Gravity, already it's walking wounded.
Yeah, Exorcist gets all the confidence in towards the A-bomb side in the previous round. They don't test him. Instead, they opt for an outside play, but Maka was one step ahead of it, and Gravity's picked up another one. Make it a double for the youngster. That was Dupree trying to get Vedancian towards main. This is early on just falling apart for the Falcons. First buy round.
I don't know.
Not too much utility. They did invest into AKs primarily, by the way. Sacrificed a lot of the util for this. They get absolutely obliterated. Just snappy and simple left. And at this point, by the way, 40 seconds. They're not going to get too many chances. There goes one, though. Missed shot from Maka. Missed opportunity, and Simple will punish. The question is, how many more can you find? Do you have that X factor left? Do you have something special in the tank? And Simple says, yes, I might have something for you.
Too close.
A vintage 1 versus 2 clutch gets denied by Lucky.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's not really enough time, not really enough control around the map for that one. Snappy couldn't get the second. Simple
that's 6, does it?
That's some decent kills. One of my favorite things, actually, about having Simple's player cam on for this one, of course, is that he still has the patented Simple shake. And it's shaking his whole desk and his camera whenever he gets a kill.
Sure.
It's amusing. It's amusing. But yeah, I think to be fair, that round was always a lost cause. He does his best. To be fair to him.
I mean, in a 2v5, they do get 3 kills. They're nearly a bomb plant, so it was a pretty nice try. You're keeping the CT side economy at bay. It's not like it didn't make a difference, especially if you get 2 or 3 kills now with the half buy. The 3D Max money is not going to be that ideal,
not very good.
There could be a leeway back. All of those kills in a round like this one, when you're T-side nuke, they matter. They do make a difference.
Hej då min lilla prinsessa, jag älskar dig.
If you start winning rounds, that's the if. Yeah, I wanted to add that. If you don't win another round, it's not gonna make any difference. If you start winning them, then it will. And so far, Thunderpig don't seem to be showing a lot of support for the cause of Simple and the Falcons right now with those odds. Of course, you can't really blame them. 3D Max have been playing some great Counter-Strike. But 3D Max still on the CT side, and if the Falcons are able to get enough here done on the offense, then maybe there could be a conversation to be had in the second half. There probably won't be a conversation to be had in this round, though.
A shot for Maka, actually. That was a wider angle toward Hell than perhaps he was necessarily wanting. Nice shot, Simple. Here we go. Shoko will go down. There is a gun to be retrieved, obviously, there, and that is the A1S. Single door open. And gets the information on the jump spot. Gonna try a different door instead, and he finds Lucky. Cheeky with it, but Exorcist already pushed onto the site, realizing that could be a possibility. And they pincer from both sides.
You know what? This is 2 rounds in a row in which I actually didn't believe that Simple could pull off a miraculous.
Just think of doing this, Sam.
He's got aura still, mate. Whatever you say about him, he's got cultural impact. There's a reason
I can't believe you used that word. Twitch chat will love it, but
there's 13,000 viewers in here for a reason. He's got cultural impact. He's got aura. But it's a case of trying to rebuild that.
That's the pure Maui Snake vocabulary right there.
Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. I had to say it.
Yeah, no, we love Maui.
Simple. Now boosted up outside with the AK. When you see a little run boost, even put into play on that sort of idea to get a player on the deeper box outside, but more shallow angle this time. You can see. I'll try and move forward now. Oh, head spotted! Good reaction, Maka. He does such great work on this map usually as the captain and Orpa, and keep an eye out for him for the rest of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. For Madden as well. Yeah, to register his first kill, and there it goes. Break the smoke, flash in. Set up Joko for a kill. He just made the steps falling back. This is a perfect bait. Lucky, ready to strike and pre-right.
Yeah, early day today. So they're going to the stable.
Snappy, Simple. Another 2 versus 4, but this time it will have to be just Simple in a 1v4 situation.
Simple was looking way too off for that.
Return of the King. This would definitely be a warm hello from him.
He's getting flanked though.
I think they stop early today on Friday.
In a good position too. And there we go. Good little shift.
I mean, with them, they have about the same rating. That's for sure. Boys and girls, don't miss out that we have a giveaway rolling after this map. Keyword is wheel. Just write wheel in the chat to win a competition with bow and knife, broken fine gloves, player 2, a lot of fun skins. Just write wheel. Whatever lands on is yours.
There have been some slightly poorer results. They missed out on making Pro League next year through ECL. They fell to Res Champions Namiga in the lower bracket of that one, so that is definitely a big one they've missed out on.
I was gonna say, recent results when you're talking about 3D Max Nuke has been absolutely atrocious, right? You're looking at
Maiden are having a masterclass.
13 to TSM, 7-13 to Spirit Academy. Parry Vision and Soul were the last 2 teams that they were able to take down on it. So
no, it's looking quite shit. Ooh, that's a sick entry though.
Recently, it hasn't been perfect, so this is a bit of a breath of fresh air here for the Frenchman as well.
Maiden,
this one is a bit of a half by the hero AK.
They're at 12,
Galil,
please.
AK still in the mix for Simple, and he's found
Simple
a double.
is the only one shooting
now
back.
This one is definitely doable. This one is definitely winnable. And Simple has something to say about it. That's why you give him the AK.
Simple, 1v5.
After all those months, and it has to be a 1 versus 2 for the ace
1
clutch.
versus 5.
2
alive.
Well, he's playing 1 versus 5. He's only
Oh, he
one
went like
getting
that. Yeah, okay, my bad.
Jocko and Lucky are trying to team up
like,
together
wait
here. Trying to not give Simple 1v1s when they know they're both low. Only just more health combined between the 2 of them compared to Simple. He's got a smoke. He's got the bomb on his back still. 35 seconds. Make his way down toward B.
There's a
There's some
delivery.
movement coming from 3D Max across the map. They're checking all these eventualities.
Yes.
Nice.
Simple will be trying his utmost to put himself on the map once again in professional Counter-Strike.
Good plan,
Leaving a little
brother.
open.
Good plan.
Right click smoke on the site. Checks the rafter smartly. Will plant the bomb in that smoke, and he'll be allowed to do so. Alert
reposition
smoke
there
from
as well.
Jocko. Simple now has the opportunity to get back through single, actually.
Go long. Go
I
long.
don't think he made any sound cues with that one necessarily.
No.
So, he set up in single.
Are you going to tell
Jocko
Simple
and
how to
Lucky
play?
Yes.
ready to retake.
Yes.
There's a kit on Jocko, but with 8 HP on that kit, it could be very awkward. He's now shown his position, though. There is a wallbang possibility through these walls, don't forget. One bullet hasn't connected with Jocko, though, and that can make it so awkward. And now, a fresh reload. They have to stick it. He's taken Jocko off of it. Hang on.
He's done it.
Lucky. Oh, so much damage. Johnny
Is it enough?
It's going to be so
Nope.
close.
Nice. Simple. Return of the King. Late, my friend. Thanks so much for 23 months, man.
For the ace clutch. And bow for the return of the King. That's why you want to see him back in the server. That's the impact he can bring in. We're not even going to look at the kills. We're just going to look at him. Okay, there you go. You give him that single AK, that singular rifle.
Yeah, Roka, probably, right?
He turns it to gold. That's why you all tuned into
Yes,
the
it
stream
is.
as well. That's why you all wanted to see him play. After all those months, he still has it.
There it is. We've had our simple moment for the series, and who knows, we could have plenty more.
You know what? I told you. I just felt like it was cooking, right? You see him in those 1v4s getting 2 kills every single time. There was something, man. He
Yes,
had to.
Foxon.
He had
Correct.
to. It was written in the stars.
Yeah, it really was, wasn't it?
Yeah, supposed to happen. That part is they still might lose this one 0-2.
I know, right? It's only
Yeah.
one round, isn't it? Like, that's just-
You know what
It's
Gravity
kinda-
says with
It's
them?
kind of
It
like
says
it's
hit the
kinda
real
like,
move.
okay, something great has happened.
Wait,
You
the
get
Russians
all
out
ecstatic
and die again.
You're screaming,
So
you're happy,
sad.
everything's fine. Snap
What
back to
doing?
reality now. You're still 2-6 down. And 3D Max, I don't think they look like they intend to really slow it down.
Yeah, that is an immediate rebuttal, isn't it? It's exactly what you want. I appreciate the attack pause coming in at that sort of time. Right, you want to just sort of calm down after a hectic round like that. But
He's
3D
not
Max
the
will
best
bounce
player in the
straight
world.
back, and it's going to have to be a 3v5. Another disadvantageous round.
You know, Wisan, the good game he has is when you bet on the
He's in a
opponent.
good position as well. But he's got teammate support from Gravity, and Dupree's down straight away. There's no way in here. Bomb on Snappy's back.
Simple
towards
clutch
Law,
again.
with
Check
Simple
this
next
out.
to him, but just a matter of waiting for the next 45 seconds or so, to be honest, to
not.
try and see if one of these 3D Maxes go searching, but it's just not gonna happen. Now Simple
one.
needs a 1v5 total.
Yeah.
Information on the second, but Exorcist will take it this time. He's
Yeah, I guess like
13-3, by the way.
Yeah, he's an absolute
Yeah, random
monster.
guy. He's always going
That's
last.
why we talked about the versatility,
Yeah,
right?
but
And you see the reaction.
he's
There's
so
nothing
happy.
worse than winning a round like the previous one,
Bad
and
then.
then seeing how your team just gets
Yes.
absolutely wiped away from the map in
That's
the next one.
Wissen's
And you know
favorite
what?
player as well.
We're gonna have all
Gravity.
the conversations about Simple, about the Falcons. This is going to be the main storylines. This is going to be where the conversations have directed themselves to, and it's only natural, right? There's no way you could not have massive respect for everyone on the team, and especially for Simple.
Yeah,
on it.
for
But
sure,
3D Max have been playing some great fundamental Counter Strike.
Made them
They
again.
probably deserve to win this one 2-0. A-Pop comes in.
Oh,
Utility is great. Gravity with a double Exorcist still towards the back of the bomb side. Doesn't even need any support.
Simple
Gravity's
doesn't
just
wanna
doing
go out,
all
that's
of it
what
I
on
mean,
his own.
if that guy doesn't get replaced, I mean, it's 5
Okay,
months
gets
too
caught at
late,
the end
but
there by Simple.
Yeah, you
but
gotta,
it's
like,
only a
for
dink.
sure.
Good reaction. All 5 alive for 3D Max, bolstering their funds ever further. There's a lot of comfort right now.
Yeah. Also, this is a great opportunity again, as we pointed out, because there's going to be a lot of eyes on this game. I know that 3D Max is not that type of an online team that's never.
I mean,
had
I
their
can
chance
see
to
Whistle
play a
smile
top-tier
all the way
tournament,
over
right?
here.
They've played back-to-back EPL seasons as well, so people know what they're capable of, and they were quite close to making playoffs in the most recent one. Made playoffs in the one.
Toki.
May.
There's only one man.
For the previous season of the
Who
ESL
can
Pro
save
League, but what you're seeing right
Falcons.
now from the Frenchman is just
And it's
pure
not
masterclass
värre
on the CT side. And
Luggen.
Madeline tries absolute best to keep the Falcons in this round, but it's just looking
Oh,
like
snappy
neither,
clutch.
please.
Yes.
Exorcist finally
Almost.
gets dealt with, but it's lucky
Almost,
with the
yes.
double kill. And we were talking about Exorcist as well. I feel like now with Night2 being picked up by Ends, people are starting to turn an eye towards the French scene once again to produce some top-tier talents. I think a lot of people are overlooking the huge potential that Gravity has.
Zero,
I
not
think
much
the
of
reason
a
is 'cause everyone is so
move with
familiar
this
with
one.
everyone else on the team of 3D Max, right? They're names that have been
Yeah,
around for
TBA,
such a
me
long
too,
time.
man.
Exorcist obviously not getting the amount of chances that Gravity Mecha in looking
Duckwood,
at,
that's actually
especially,
true.
but- or
I
not
mean, you
Gravity,
know,
but Joko, sorry.
Duckwood,
But Exorcist
HeatoN
and
comes in
Gravity
there
have
sometimes.
been playing incredibly
Jinx,
good
and then it leaves
Counter-Strike.
again.
Let's not forget, Exorcist has been playing on this
2.5,
level for a long time. He's
Christoph?
23. Gravity
Yeah,
is just
Zero.
20.
clickbait
Yeah, it's still a
looks.
young team. It almost doesn't feel that way, doesn't it? Does it?
Amazing comeback by Simple.
Madden's
Almost winning the
not
first
right play,
match.
I'm afraid. Tries to creep through the smoke to get some control, but they are pinching
Simple got a
towards
double,
A.
lol.
It's working
Okay.
brilliantly.
Simpel.
Simple's found two, and Snappy has got that flank
king.
on Gravity. The round has switched on its head in the matter of a few seconds. It is the last of the half, of course. They need this third desperately. Simple.
Yeah,
playing
Christoph.
corner, top
He's
half,
so
corner
fucking
to
OG
corner of
with
that
stand-in.
guard. And that is
Mikey or whatever his
Will
name
whiff the last, but he's done his job. 3 kills in the round, 13 and 11 in the half.
EP are winning
Man
next
army in
game
this one, but
2-0.
Lucky still has
Yeah,
a chance to
100%.
clutch. He's 12-4, don't count him out.
Well, good
Picked
off.
up ball, will seal it. Something to work with.
Yeah,
for
Nunes, I
Falcons.
think so, but I was in
Yeah,
really
but
bad shape when I
even
was
then you
there.
can
Would have
see
been
the
better
smile
now.
on the
Boys and
face
girls, don't miss
on
out.
the
Keep with
face
this
of
with
Lucky there,
win
right?
wherever
He
this
knows
lands
that
on.
the
We're
spam
rolling
was
this after the
accurate, and
map
he knows
is
that he had a
done.
shot in this one. Great work by Simple once again, by the way. Found that double to open up the A-bomb side onto Joko and Exorcist. Even the third onto Maka, they're just not ready for the boosted angle on top of the HUD. So you are seeing 3 rounds on that D side, 2 of them single-handedly picked up by Simple. Unfortunately, his next teammate on the scoreboard.
That's a good one, Ceramics.
Simple's on 13-11, is Snappy, and he's on 6 kills.
That is the biggest problem, isn't it? It was the core riflers were doing great work for Falcons on map 1, and I'm afraid it's the opposite on map 2. Simple has kind of won 2 of their rounds, 2 of their 3 rounds single-handedly.
It's a bit different and a bit more difficult to have that solo impact that you can have as an anchor on Anubis on a map like Nuke, obviously.
Yeah.
Even as an extremity player on the T side, Magisk, Dupree, in towards BNA on Anubis were doing a really good job. Magisk was genius in towards that A-bomb side.
Oh, little angle being held there. Damage will Snappy dropping down to the side. They now know Lucky's got control. Second half pistol. I mean, MR12, 9 threes can turn into 9 sixes very, very quickly. So it'll be a big one for Falcons. They've got some information, but not really a whole lot.
Is here then. He needs some backup.
Coming down toward his position. He's going to choose to play the side silo. That is
Come
a
back,
great
boys.
position to play.
Yes.
Can
Come
only
back.
see legs. And we'll spam down the legs of one.
They're losing
Good
this.
flank from Lucky, or at least deal with Magisk, but
No way.
Yeah, yeah.
No way.
No
Maka's
way.
found Dupree. Simple.
Oh!
Oh!
Oh, Sumpel!
Okay, yeah,
Hashtag believe.
Let's do it. Come back map 2.
All right.
Are you playing it?
Yeah, this is we're keeping it on track, right? This is what 4 rounds now. Simple has picked up
Yes,
a multi-kill
come
with
back
3
map
of
two.
them.
Well, it was
small bet.
Single-handedly picked him up for the Falcons, and I don't want to say single-handedly
join
because
you,
obviously
right?
he wasn't the one
was-
to start around.
it's just
but
a troll
this one
bet.
Nearly
I just
falling
wanna
apart there
share
if it
on
wasn't for him picking up that.
It's
double
not a
towards
unit
the end,
of
a
it.
triple
No,
overall
no.
in the
Let me
round
put it like that.
I'm putting a very
16
small
kills.
one as well.
on his second map. And it's not going to be an easy comeback.
Okay, let's fucking go
Definitely,
Falcon
if there was a map on which you'd
Likewise for my
you'd want to see
friend.
Simple play well and put your eggs into the comeback basket, it would be the CT side of Nuke.
Look at how good Snappy is.
Yes, yes, masterclass.
No
Unless you get Eco, but they won't.
True. Yeah, there's no
Bad
issue.
then.
Maiden though on the other hand.
Yeah, come back now.
Eco this time. Going for the AKs in the third. That's a smart decision.
But
I think many
I mean, we
teams
said it
choosing
was a
to,
quarter of a unit on
force
that one, and it was even
on the
smaller
second round
now.
after losing the pistol
So
after
it's
9-3
not big
half. As I
bets.
said, suddenly it can turn into 9-6. Now you have a buy.
Yeah, I'm amazed he even got a
9-5.
2k there with some.
I don't believe 3D
It
Max
looked like it
really
was going to
wants
whiff
you a world
everything.
where
Yeah.
they let that nuke slip,
It didn't look
especially
like
with
it
how
hit anyone.
lackluster it has been recently.
Yeah.
If you get the opportunity to have a 13-5, 13-6
I mean,
comfortable
Simple
win
has about as much frags
against
as the rest of his
Falcons,
team.
in Simple's return, when Simple is playing that well on map 2 as well, you're going to take your
A few
chances.
less.
You're not going to underestimate it. You
Now,
can't
we
possibly
just need
underestimate
Magisk, Madden,
a team
Dupree,
that
and
has
Snappy to show
Yeah.
up.
the player with the most amount. Well, not the single player
all
with the
in
most
in
amount
that.
of majors won, because there's a couple ones that he's lined himself. Oh no, yeah, actually, the single player with the most amount of majors won. Zonic.
You know something is up when Snappy has as much kills
Simple,
as
who's
Dupree
the
and Mogis
greatest
together.
FPS player alive, probably. You can't underestimate them, no matter what the circumstances are. So
Is it
yeah,
worth
I don't
going
think
for
we're
VP
going to see
-1.5
just
at
throw themselves
165?
out there and be like, yeah,
Nope.
we're just going to force every single time we get a
I
chance.
skipped it at 175. Guess it's VP.
That's a big one to win.
Okay,
The
Magisk.
MP9 still
Sumpel
against
need to help
Maka.
you,
Now it's
brother.
Magisk on ramp. I like this angle a lot. Usually it's not the
Sumpel.
first one checked and it works out to 2. Magisk is still so
Exercise.
good.
Exercise.
These angles.
Okay.
I mean, if you want something in the game, sure, but
He's-
like in regards of
obviously does
expected
quite well to
value, then no,
trade,
it's
but
not worth
now
it.
he's alone with 23
Bertan, do you want to know
Bomb
what exercise
tree.
favorite thing in the world is
but
to do?
unlikely to be around.
Yeah, absolutely. And now we're getting back to seeing some anchoring
He's
masterclass
doing
from
life
Magisk
on
as well,
us.
right? D-side was a lot
He
more
likes working
complicated,
out.
but let's not forget, on Anubis in
Nice.
towards A, he was pivotal, vital for the few rounds that the Falcons were able to pick up. And there goes Dupree. Magisk trying to hype everybody up. There still is a way for the Falcons to get back into this nuke. This is not out of question. Completely not
Hope
out
so,
of
Nicky.
question.
actually, with the first gun round under their belt.
Well, Cat, I have news for you.
Dupree to feel like he gets into the game now as well. Quick multi.
That's the thing. With a team like
His
the
favorite
Falcons,
thing to do is
probably going to be where you struggle, right? We had that conversation as well on the first map. T sides have been lackluster, and it's really difficult to actually see why, because you should have really good pieces. You should have really good pieces when you play defaults. You should have on paper an in-game leader.
I don't know
that's really good with flying on the call.
Yes, really
smart coach IGO combo. But on the CT side, because of the really good players that they have, and the fact that everyone individually can make good decisions about their own positions and should be good communication-wise, they are actually a team that can do some decent damage when they're on the defense. Offenses, though, have been a bit strugglesome, to say the least.
The slight tech is Falcons with some issues on their team speak. Hopefully we'll get that resolved. For now, we've got some banging tunes to relax to.
I actually didn't see that, by the way, but 12:45, so midway through map 1.
Go on.
I thought that was production. Alan had actually messaged me, S1MPLE'S died for this. Obviously, that was on map 1.
That was on map 1.
Yeah.
Now it's looking a lot more promising, and that's what we want to see. He's 18 and 12, and it's kind of won 3 rounds single-handedly, 3 important rounds.
A lot of damage.
4 Falcons.
Yeah, we saw.
Right. He's now got his AWP out on CT. Snappy, door player, will take a tag to the molly. Annoyingly, probably for him, didn't want to himself a bit fallible.
Listen, who's your favorite in Falcons, and why is it made up?
Tech 9s and P250 will be more easy to one-dink him from range now.
And the same goes for 3D Max, but why is it gravity?
Well, Vincent, I mean, you could have make a worse name, Emilia Kack. That's a really weird name, not gonna lie.
A couple of flashes. These sort of rounds have proven a bit problematic for Falcons in this series already.
No, I have to say Emilia is
That's
worse.
definitely that type of round that you don't
No,
want to
you cannot say that.
What?
That Emilia is worse.
Yeah, I think so.
Then Child Kick.
Should be alright. There's a couple missed shots in the mix though. And Simple.
He's the king of children.
Yeah.
Gravity gets himself into a great spot though, but it's the AVP of Simple.
I mean, it does sound weird.
It's so weird.
Simple with the triple once
level.
again. The one to keep Falcons
And Emilia
from
Kack
sinking.
is not.
But that's just troll. I mean,
So you take a girl's name and add. Well, I'm not
like
gonna say
claiming
it
that you're
without.
the king of children. I mean, that's a whole other
Yeah,
level.
that's actually really nasty as well.
That's your
That's actually
prediction,
really
and we
nasty.
could get it already right here.
You know what's the thing?
No, we're not Venom.
He might need a little bit of
True,
time to
Wisdom,
get comfortable within that entire thing, but I just find it crazy that people assume it's the same opinion that a lot of people have
Yes,
after these,
Christoph,
let's say,
not
2 or 3
as nice
months
as
of
well. Okay, he really woke up this map.
Form at the start of CS2. There's no way you're just looking
Like,
at
that
some of
name
the
is
greatest
just-
players ever, and you're just saying there's no
I'm actually
chance for
amazed
them to
he's allowed
become
to use the
great
name.
again.
I mean, we had some really legendary
When
Nick
you're talking-
before.
when I say
Michael
good enough,
Liela's
I don't
name,
mean good enough to play
Exem.
tier 2, good enough to be one of
And we
best
have
players
the
in the
farmers. I'm not gonna
It's a
say
matter
that
of
name out
whether
loud.
Whether they want to become
Swedish
as
player.
good, whether they're ready to put in the work,
That's a
whether
good
they
one
have
as
the
well,
motivation,
no.
whether they're gonna have the right teammates. Yes, but pure skill wise.
Or my name, Kill for Fun. Really cool as well.
That's what makes the CS scene so fascinating.
Yep,
right?
man.
Like, there's absolutely no doubt that a Simple playing well just adds an extra layer to professional
Best Nick, yeah, buddy.
Counter-Strike. It's a good thing for the game. We'll get more viewers. Full stop. Snappy. And you just get that down to the
I
secret.
actually care only about watching him play.
Boom, but
I'm
got
not
X.
gonna lie.
That's better than me.
It's just, going into tournaments is completely different energy.
Really is. I mean, even
Most
him
major
playing
champion, by
Challenger,
the way.
Obviously, that'll be his first LAN. And that's going to be super
Sick, mate.
exciting.
Yeah. What world we live in. Simple in the ESL Challenger event. That's
True.
going to be a sick one, though. It's going to be
Great.
exciting.
It's a great challenger. There's, Eternal Fire will be there. There's some real top teams that are going to
Sure.
prove themselves at that event.
But-
He's got quite a lot on his plate here. Hang on. I think they were looking to perhaps go toward A, and they still are. X6 has taken down Madden, and Dupree is kind of stuck in between worrying
He gets
about
siege event here. It's a really
Hut
good map.
door and Squeaky. He's got some support now and some damage actually through the Hut wall. And they've losing that opening kill on Madden gives 3D Max so many options.
Where's his teammates? He's scared about heaven as well.
It makes it so uncomfortable for the player towards the back of the side. You can see Dupree was looking up towards the heavens, jiggling between angles, didn't know which way to look. And at the end of the day, he's going to be looking down. He's out of the round. Gravity still trying to get those guns out of the hands of the Falcons. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. 3D Max still in a position where they could contest this one, and for Snappy, Simple, and Mages, unfortunately, the call is the save, and 3D Max are still going to get up to 10 rounds here.
This was actually quite an important one for 3D Max. Falcons were building up a head of steam.
Gamble.
And so was Simple.
This was actually definition of S1MPLE.
Gonna cancel that
Simple.
out.
S1MPLE.
Slightly. A really good play, actually. Good decision making. Once they got the opening kill, they didn't just rush into the play, make a decision too quickly. Teamed up together and took the right call.
Sure.
Pontus
Into
Jansson.
ecstasies tells us that 3D Max are up to 10.
Don't miss out. After this map, we're rolling this. Keyword
in a
win.
much better position.
Wherever this lands on.
There's the replay. Yeah.
Just write win in the chat if you want to win.
Sure, we really
every single
needed
map.
this one. It's, our observing team has been on point so far today, by the way. Props to them. As a proper Gen Z merchant, I'll say it. Based production. Absolutely phenomenal. If we get the chance to beat the hell out of a dead horse, we're doing it. Dupree fails an 8, or a silent jump, or not even silent, just falls down and takes some damage. We are going to see it again. A tactical timeout coming in though. As we said, 3D Max still up out of the deep just yet. They had a great first half on Nuke, but the T side so far.
No, Spencer, you can write the keyword several times.
Board,
no protection.
That's about it. You still
no
need to do a whole lot more if you want to win here. Well, I say a whole lot. You need 3 more rounds, and this is probably the most important of the lot. You're looking at the money for the Falcons. Simple's
he's not
got a little
very
bit
good,
in the bank account. Mages has something saved up. Everybody else, though, in a pretty bad
one player is
position
really
if you
good, though.
lose
That's
this
Macca.
Big one now. Falcons win one chance in this series.
And it
that's
goes
a
in
great
insta
start.
dive.
Macca tries to go aggressive outside. Simple catches him through the corner of the smoke. He tried to leap over it. 20 seconds.
Hey,
left of the game.
Macarena.
Keep on counting them.
See
A
it.
nade to break open that speaking spike.
Doesn't
Of course,
Dupree
it
have
does some damage
sound?
to the teammates as well. And it might mean that they get even some assists on the kill feed there. As you can see, Jocko, more damage on Lucky.
Simple has woken up, though.
And Simple rotates in for the last. That is the important round.
What
Looking
it's
a little
let
bit
us to
frustrated.
see,
Yeah, that's
everyone.
what he said.
3D Max need to put new ideas.
Of course you're going to
Rick
be looking
Macca.
frustrated, right? After map number 1.
Yeah,
and
okay, he's
after a
really
9-3
waking up. He
half
had 6
here,
strikes
you
the
did
first
lose
map.
a couple rounds to,
Ooh!
well-playing
That was
Simple, but
actually
you didn't
nasty.
see that one coming. You didn't see him dropping 23 kills and just being all around the place. And
Yeah,
this is something that you could obviously, talk about when you go back in time. You remember how good the nuke for Navi was. Simple has always been quite potent when it comes down to this map. I mean, it's the map on which he won his one and only major,
No, Virek.
or at least the final map of it.
Quite possible, yeah.
So there's a lot of history here, even though it's a different game. This time around, though, not going to get a clear line of sight into where's outside, so doesn't have a confirmation that 3D Max have crossed down, but they still have one player that's already rotated, and that's going to be Snappy.
Yeah, Magic, Dupree, and Snappy had 3 HEs, but they weren't really in a position to break that smoke for Simple on a good timing. Sometimes you see CT side even stack those HEs.
Well, odds are spoiling.
Break open those outside smokes on different timings. Madden still waiting in mini. And good vision on Macca very early on. Definitely had the advantage in that duel. Snappy looking to play around this smoke near Secret. Got good control in this position now, does Snappy. And Simple has found Jocko once again. He will finally go down to Gravity. And that is maybe a path in toward the A site with the pinch coming in from Lucky, but Madden is still here and Dupree playing backside silo once again. There is a crossfire available for Falcons. 35 seconds, Madden looking to want to swing for it first, doesn't take initiative, but that's a good team from Ecstasies, and Dupree only gets 1. It's back into a 2v2.
Yeah, you needed Madden to get at least 1 there. Dupree does all that he could to try and keep them in the round, but it's still not going to be an easy retake, and you have to do it without your clutch hero so far of the map. You have to do it without Simple, with Snappy and Mages, and Snappy just going up the vent. Surely he's the dead man walking. Lucky just strikes him down, and it has to be Mages in the clutch. Kit picked up, flash available, no smoke, no molotov, nothing to isolate those fights with. And now he's been spotted out. Damage comes in. He's going to be able to finish off the first one. But eyes on the minimap. Exorcist is just pushed all the way in towards lobby and in towards heaven. Mages is not going to read into it. He's just going to be ready.
Is he actually gonna... I don't think it's enough time, is it?
Yes, time.
Yeah, he does. LOL, that's nasty.
That's why you never write him off.
Wow.
With a magical 1 versus
Wow.
2.
That is ridiculous from Magic. He had absolutely no right to win that duel in Exorcist.
That was sick.
Rotating in from Kevin. That
Herregud,
is
släppa
unreal.
spel.
He was so low.
Not even
It's
close.
obviously a bit awkward, but you know, he still gets it with a relative amount of health.
Oh, that
still
was
intact.
nasty.
That reaction is unbelievable. That is a massive lifeline for Falcons in this game. And Magic
That's nasty.
is just so
He did.
good with those clutch
Morgan's
situations
boy.
and those anchor rolls. Showing up once again when his team needs him most. He was brilliant on map 1, a little bit quieter on map 2, but that's his round. And Simple reacts to the first on Gravity once again, but he does get caught by Silo this time.
Maiden is very strong
that's
as
how you
well.
want to bounce back after a round like the
Snappy
previous
as
one
well.
if you're 3D Max.
Exercise
Now you're
as
using
well.
all the money that you have.
Yeah,
You need to
inside,
really make
inside.
this one work.
He's
will
standing
go
in the open,
down.
reloading.
Snappy caught in a bit of a switch up, and Mages on the edge of the smoke. This is the
I mean, I
response
can't
that they
make
were
this
after.
shit up.
But let's not
It's
forget, last
Korpen.
round might have been a clutch, but that means Mages was all alone. Everyone else had died, and money is still.
I mean, isn't
not
that
out
a
of
really
the
good
doldrums
reload
here for the
place?
Falcons.
Stand
Madden
open in the
strong
yard
bomb
and
here.
stand and put
There
new
is
bullets
a
in.
crazy universe in which Madden,
Bomb.
from actually wanting to
Hello.
save, could pull this one off.
Maiden is so good, he's gonna clutch it.
Okay, Exorcist and Lucky need to team up together. Just take a 3-2-1, swing it together, go toward that bomb together. But Madden, if you can isolate these duels, there's definitely a chance. Deep
Ooh,
nade,
util.
he's got more util, and as you say, it's actually pretty decent, but they have nabbed the bomb away. And now he'll realize that Exorcist has hopped it back toward A, and Lucky is still staying put outside. Exorcist, you know, it's obviously they're split up. Madden might realize that they have split them up right now, and now he surely will realize that. So if he just holds the angle, Lucky could peek too soon. It's all a battle of timings. He's even trying to throw utility toward heaven and the side to try and bait out these positions. And
God.
there we go. He's found Lucky. Exorcist. Oh, no bullets left. Surely he has to go to the pistol, and does. But unfortunately, Exorcist is too strong for him. Great try, but not to be.
Yeah, it's just really, really difficult to say just NT after this one,
need
even
to
though
see
it was
this
a great
one.
attempt. He played it to perfection, by the way. That
Not
was so
big, yeah.
intelligent from Madden. He
That
just
was
knew
a
what was
nasty
going
frag.
on at all times, but some nasty shots coming in from Exorcist. And the worst part about all of this is that they gave him a reason to go for the clutch. He almost made it work.
Yeah.
But he doesn't stay in the end for it at the end of the day.
Yeah,
because
no,
he
but he's
had to
pretty
go for
good.
that clutch. So now you're looking at the buy for the Falcons. This is everything. All that they've got. 3 MP9s, an M4 and Mages, and a Deagle for Simple, who's hit 25, but might still end up losing the map.
Did you do the LML?
Yeah. Lobby control has been heard as well by Lucky, so he's not going to just throw his Galil away by taking an anchor duel in a default position when they've got multiple players coming your way. Dupree, big shadow advantage. That's good intel. You can actually choose to nade them as well. And Simple's found one anyway with that Deagle outside. Dancing around Red Box. Still alive right now. Finally will be removed, but it baits in Magis for another kill. Gravity will get that one in the end. But it's a 4v3 for Falcons. Magisk and Snappy walking wounded. That's the biggest problem. And look at how much map control, of course, 3D Max
here
have.
Oh, Gravity's heard a drop. This is absolutely massive. They're not going to be ready for the timing. Mages
Hello?
needs to turn around. He's been spotted out. Gravity walking out. How many do you get out of this, though? Magisk is all alone here. Now he's going to see the second player. Did he spot the head? I'm not sure. Magisk is a dead man walking. There goes the first one. Are you ready for the MP9, though? Man is up close. Mac is going to take care of him. And this A-bomb side is falling down. Falcons, that looks so good at the start. But if you're Dupree and Snappy, surely at 11-9 you don't want to, but you definitely have to consider the possibility of just the save. You're not going to have anything, especially if there's a rifle somewhere to get picked up.
Yeah, it's painful, but it's
Really bad
reality.
first map,
Lucky
good
has
this
map
one.
Control as
When
well means
he's
you can't just
top
fly up
fragging.
the ladder. You might just want to try and get some kill reward with these MP9s because you can still buy it
It's
in
rough.
the next round.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's obviously it'll be nice to have as much as possible. We'll try and play some exits, as you can see. Awkward duel, really awkward when you have to fire through the grate like that. And Dupree, super long range with the MP9. Dinks won't be doing a hell of a lot. It does contribute to the kill on Lucky via the bomb explosion, and then the bomb explosion actually gives him a Galil as well. So it's something. But I'm afraid Falcons are on the brink of going toward that elimination match later this afternoon.
Yeah, good news is that you're not going out of the event, and we are seeing some positive signs here. I mean, Mage's Skin Dupree had a great map 1. Simple's having a good performance here on Nuke, but there's obviously going to be a little bit of frustration with how this one has been going.
He's having a good map.
It really looked like they could pull this comeback off, but it will have to be another one. It will have to be.
So why didn't you do a fantasy, or did you give up after Elisa?
Rounds on the CT side, and the
This
first
was
one
too
is
easy
the
for
most
me.
complicated of them all.
Yes.
Pistols, SMGs, backs turned up against the wall, and 3D Max might be going through to the winners game, as we pointed out already. We mentioned earlier. We do have that entire Group A being played out today, bar to decide their matchups. So Falcons, 3D Max, they will play once again.
I don't have a single player in this group.
The winner of VP and OG, and if the Falcons end up really dropping that nuke, then they will be playing the loser, respectively, of the same series. But for now, getting back to it, a Galil for Dupree, an MP9 for Snappy, and everybody else is on the pistols. And they need something even more magical than the Thunder pick offer.
Exactly. I mean, you mentioned it, Theodore, Mr. Simple. He's got his 25 kill game already, but I'm afraid his teammates have gone missing in this one. I think 3D Max have done just about enough to keep Falcons at arm's length in this game. Simple, what a reaction. That is just brilliant first bullet accuracy, but again, it's an instant trade. And the Galil, the picked up Galil on Dupree. They know that's the gun. Maka's trying to isolate it. He'll force him back towards the site, but again, 3D Max have the whole map to their sort of roaming, and look at that, Exorcist will deal with
He
that
lose
as well.
yard control, and he decide to push with the MP9 completely alone.
Yeah, picking up the pace now towards the end. There goes another one. It's just Madden and Mage.
Info play.
Snappy.
Magisk had so many good moments on Anubis and towards the A-bomb side, but this time 5-7 long range spotted out as well, and he doesn't even know it. This one is so over. Lucky instant headshot. Madden left him to 1 versus 4.
Mid and clutch.
And there goes the first, but he's been tagged down in the process. 19 up against
I'm gonna argue with that.
3D Max players, and they know exactly where he's coming from. This one should be over. This one.
Yeah, kind of looked like it, Roka.
Yeah, 1 bullet from death, I'm afraid. Lucky's had a brilliant map 1 and a really solid map 2, but all the props, I think, when it comes to the numbers, has to go to Ecstasy. He's been brilliant. And Lucky, even though he's blind in the corner, will deal with Madden. 3D Max will spoil the Simple game.
Congrats, Jakob.
But you have to
Well
say,
played.
they deserve it.
Boys and girls, we